So guys, welcome officially to the Advanced Appointment Setting SOPs workshop. It's Jason Grossman here. Looking forward to spending a few hours with you, sharing the science and the art of appointment setting. And as we get started, I just want to take a moment to congratulate and welcome everyone that's here on time. And if you're just joining us live, just if you can, I'm just going to approve that. Can you not send me a request right now? Give me a couple of minutes. If you're watching us live, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. As the saying goes, 80% of success is showing up. So give yourself a bit of a pat on the back for showing up, because who would agree these trainings and events are so much more powerful and impactful when you attend live? Would you agree? The awesome thing about attending live, you get the experience, you get the energy, you have the opportunity to ask me questions and spend a bit of time together. We get up close, intimate, and this is an immersion session. So it's a great way to participate, engage, interact, learn strategy, but also draw some motivation and inspiration to be able to help more people and, of course, make more money as well. So congratulations to everyone that's here on time. Congratulations to everyone that's registered and shown up and joining us live. And if you're watching the replay on YouTube or in the mastermind or in the portal or elsewhere, welcome. I know you're going to love this training. This is a new, advanced, up-to-date training. We've done this training a few times over the years, but this is new, up-to-date, with probably about an hour to an hour and a half brand new content, new SOPs that nobody has ever seen before. I literally got up at 4 a.m. this morning, spent a couple of hours doing the final touches on this, and I know you're going to be blown away by the training and love it. So again, if you're watching live and you're one of our VA angels, okay, so if you're watching live, there's a couple of different people here. First of all, we have our Quantum VA Angels. This is compulsory training for all of our virtual assistants and angels and appointment setters. This is an advanced training to empower you to become world-class setters. So if you're one of our virtual assistants, welcome, and thank you for joining us. I know it's 6 a.m. there. It's bright and early for some of you guys that aren't morning people and are nighttime people. If you are one of our angels watching live, comment below, say hi, where in the Philippines you are. And if you're, check if your client's here. If your client's here, be sure to interact and communicate with them. If you're one of our angels that are watching the replay, the recording for training, you've just been on board or just joined our agency, welcome as well. And so welcome to all of our VA angels. Also my personal angels, Noemi, and all of you guys that are here as well. Welcome. Noemi, can you please take a screenshot of all the people that are here and send that to me? That'd be awesome. So we can cross-reference that. And then we've got those of you that are hiring VAs through us. So who is watching us live right now hiring a VA through us? Just by a show of hands or in the chat, just post me. That'd be awesome. Yep. Stephanie, yeah, good to see you here. Welcome. Who's hiring a VA through us presently? There's a few of you guys here. Vanessa, welcome. Vanessa, good to see you here. Good to see you got your power back on. Irina, yes, welcome. Good to see you here as well. Stephanie, I have two VAs in this training with us. Yeah, awesome. Kat, hopefully we'll win one soon. Yeah, we're doing a prize draw, aren't we? We're giving away some free 30-day trials as well. Yep, Irina has two VAs. You have no water. On the Gold Coast, we had an epic cyclone. They shut down the whole city for about 3 days. There's still people a week later with no power. Vanessa was one of them. And the whole beach was destroyed. So glad everyone's safe though. If you're hiring a VA through us, just check in and make sure your VA is on this training. They should be. If they're not, communicate with your VA and Noemi to get them on. Noemi can even pick up the phone and ring them. They should be on this training. And this is a great opportunity for Stephanie, Irina, Vanessa, Kat, John, a few of you guys that are hiring VAs for us, to interact with your VA and go, hey, we're not doing this. Let's implement this. So if you're hiring a VA through us, our goal is to equip you with everything you need for your VA to get you book solid with sales calls and appointments. And you're in the right place. And again, this is a free training, and so no one's paying to be here, and I'm not being paid to be here, and the VAs are not being paid to be here. So I'm grateful to each and every one of you, because you're all paying with the most valuable commodity you have, which is your time. So I want to reward that and do the best I can to serve you, so that when you leave here, everybody gets more sales calls, everybody makes more money, everybody helps more people, and everyone's happy. Then the third type of person on this call are those in the group business coaching program. So we've just kicked off a business coaching program. For those that are business coaching clients, one-on-one or group, just post me below and just say hi. For those that aren't aware, for 15 years, we've been running different programs to work with online business owners to build to 6, then 7 figures above and beyond. I know Stephanie's in the group program, Nicole's in the group program, John's in the group program, Curtis is in the group program, business coaching programs. Yeah. So for those of you in the business coaching Andrew Horton in the house, brother. Good to see you here. So glad that you could join us. I know I think it's late there. Oh no, what's the time now? No, that's not too bad actually. Yep, Nathan as well. For those of you in the new group business coaching program, what I'm about to share with you, I'm actually going to work with you personally, hands-on with you and your VA to settle this up with you over the upcoming months. So the great thing is that you're going to see in advance what we're going to be creating together with my help personally, and I'm going to be doing it with you, which is super cool. Also in the business coaching program, you get a VA free for a month to help you with the launch. So I'm excited to work with each of you. Welcome to you, business coaching clients that are joining. Yeah, 7 a.m. Yeah, your kids have been up since 4 a.m. I get up at 4 a.m. anyway, 3:30 to 4:30 a.m. every morning. So Salisa is here. Welcome, Salisa. Yeah, good to see you here. Jump in and say hi. Salisa has just started with a VA
Hi,
for us. Hey, good to see you. Welcome. Glad
thank
you could
you.
join us. Yes. So we
Yes.
have our virtual assistant angels here. I want to help you earn more money by learning more. We have a saying, if you want to earn more, you learn more. We have our VA clients hiring VAs for us. My mission here is to help you and your VA, to position your VA in a way to get you more sales calls. We have our business coaching clients, and then we've got business owners that are not yet paying clients. If that's you, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. I know there's a couple of you. If you're a business owner and not yet hiring a VA through us and not in a coaching program, just type me below so I can say a quick hello. Then we've got Kevin in here. We've got Kat in here. And there's a few others of you guys in here as well. Yep, Kat, welcome. Good to see you here. I know we had a chat last week. Kevin, we've got a chat next week. So, yeah, and if you're watching live or replay and you're not yet paying client, I'm not here to sell or promote anything uh, in a hard way anyway. I'm simply here to serve you. Kevin and Kat, you're here because you understand the importance of appointments. You want to build your business, you want to quit your job, you want to travel the world, you want to spend time with family, you want to help more people, whatever these things are for you. And that's what I'm here to do, to serve you to do. So I know Kat and Kevin, we have calls this week. So welcome to you guys. I think you're going to love this training. Okay. Now the awesome thing about this training is if at any stage for all of you, VAs included, if you have any questions, I have the chat box open. Post your questions in the chat box. Happy to answer them live. I am recording this and the replay will be uploaded to the Facebook group that you should all be in. It'll also be emailed to you'll be sent the email as well within the next 24 hours with the slides and also the replay. So my intention for this training, very simple, is to show each of you how to get book solid with as many sales calls as you can handle. Because there's only really one thing, Nicole, that's stopping you from growing your business more or faster. What do you guys, all of you, VAs included, what do you think what do you think is the biggest reason why online business owners are not growing their business more or faster? What's the number one reason? Remember, there's no right or wrong. As you post your answers, I'm going to invite everybody to participate and engage, especially the VAs and especially business coaching clients, because you guys obviously are here for high quality, high value training, and you're either working for the company, with the company, or with myself. And so I'm going to have a little bit of a higher expectation from business coaching clients and obviously VAs. So I'm going to invite all of you to participate and engage so you get the most out of the training. So let's have a look. So Kat says a lack of leads, 100% we need more leads. Curtis, not enough leads. Bernard, automation, having a system, SOPs. Nicole, beliefs and non-consistency, 100%. Every time I speak to somebody who's stuck, 100%, they're not being consistent, not posting regularly, not doing events regularly, not having conversations regularly, not doing Facebook Live, whatever it is. Stephanie, not doing the money-making activities, 100%. Lack of enrollment calls, yes. Kevin says steady leads, way to close them. The biggest challenge is client acquisition, like getting clients, right? Vanessa, I'm not doing enough volume, lack of sales calls, doing nothing, not doing the vision boards. Leads and messaging, 100%. And all of these answers are correct. Though the purpose of this training, I believe that there's one thing, Curtis, that will move the needle. There's one thing, Curtis, that will guarantee your business grows. There's one thing, Kat, that will guarantee your business grows. There's one thing, Nicole, that will guarantee your business grows, and that is more quantity and quality of appointments. Who would agree if you had an extra 10 sales calls every week in your schedule, you're going to get clients regularly? Who would agree by show of hands? Yeah. Now, people might say there's underlying psychological reasons. We spoke about the unconscious money blueprint this week, 100%. Okay. We spoke about other facets like lead generation, a lack of leads, but you can generate a lead without getting a client. You can actually book an appointment without getting clients well, but the appointment is the money. The appointment is the money-making activity that will move the needle for you. If I could show all of you a way within the next 7 to 10 days to always have at least 5 to 10 extra quality appointments every week minimum, who would be prepared to stick on this call for a couple of hours so I could show exactly how to do that? Say aye. Yeah. Qualify the right leads? Yeah. Okay, that's exactly what I'm going to show you to do. So today's training is new and in depth. So Noemi has been with me for 7 years, has probably seen this training a handful of times. Noemi, about a third of what I'm about to share with you is brand new, and I'm going to go deeper down the rabbit hole than ever before. Now, throughout the training, I'm going to make some suggestions and recommendations, and I'm going to offer some free resources. And at the end of this training, I am going to make an offer. I am going to make an offer at the end of this training for those that are hungry, want more, and are sick and tired of just getting by and surviving and are ready to actually guarantee the extra 5 or 10 appointments per week. I'm going to make an offer for just a couple of you guys. Okay. So that's the awesome thing about these trainings as well, that this training is a group appointment. And we're actually going to talk about that as well. Okay. So we're going to go for about 2.5 hours from now. I'll aim to get it done a little bit faster if we can. Grab pen and paper, take lots of notes. When I ask questions, participate and integrate into the total immersion training. And today, I'm going to share with you the science and the art of appointment setting. Because since COVID, appointment setting has gotten different, hasn't it? It's changed. Curtis, you know this. I remember the amount of appointments you were telling me you used to get. Who agrees that lead generation, appointment setting, and marketing as a whole has gotten harder, especially organically? Who would agree by show of hands? It's getting more challenging because there's more people doing it. It's getting harder to get seen. But here's the awesome thing. As it gets more challenging, there's more resources. So today we're going to not just talk about the 5 pillars of appointment setting, we're also going to talk about the 5 steps to building up to 200 sales calls a month. So this training can be for somebody just starting out. Okay, so some of you guys, like Vikas, he's got a very successful offline business. He's pivoting online. He's launching a brand new offer and a brand new business. He doesn't have a single client for the new business about to launch yet. I've got you covered. So this is a step-by-step process to go from, I've got a brand new coaching, healing, therapy, agency business with no clients. We're going to start there. Now, if you already have a business doing 10, 20, or even 50,000 a month, I've still got you covered because I'm going to go through the 5 steps that you move through to go from 0 appointments, 5 a week, 10 a week, 20 a week, and all the way up to 50 a week. Who would like to know how to do that ultimately? You can roll that out over the upcoming months. Yep, awesome. Because my mission is to empower as many online business owners and virtual assistants to create time and money freedom by making money online. My mission is to see each and every one of you, Filipinos and business owners, doing what you want, when you want, how you want, with whoever you want, and having time and financial freedom. As a VA, I would like to see all angels making at least 400 Aussie per week. As a business owner, ultimately, what I specialize in, Curtis, is empowering new business owners to build to $100,000 months. Business owners here, who's serious over the next year, 2 years, 3 years, building to 100K months by show of hands? Salisa, yes, awesome. Irina, welcome. Yep, cool. So I'm going to go from start all the way up to 100K months in this. Now, as I share it with you, some will be relevant to you and some not as much, Andrew. Okay, focus on the parts that are relevant to you. Focus on the 1 or 2 primary things to focus on right now. And again, if you have a VA, focus on setting them up. By the end of this call, you'll know where you're at, what you need to do, and the next steps. Okay. So the purpose this training, we're going to go talk about the 5 pillars of appointment setting. Okay, because appointment setting is not just booking the appointment, there's more to it. And then the steps that we move through to go from where you are now all the way up to 200 appointments. Would you guys like to know how to book over 200 sales calls a month? I'm going to share that with you. But we have to start with one, okay, if that makes sense. So I'm excited to now move through this training as I share it with you. Okay, I'm going to be sharing information with you and strategy with you for 2 hours. This is an immersion training. An immersion training is going to lead to a bit of overwhelm. I want to feel your conscious mind so I can penetrate your unconscious in a way where you absorb the information like a sponge, in a way where your mind is open because the mind's like a parachute. It only works when open. But then I want to lead you to action and go and execute whichever step that you're up to. Okay. So you're going to get a little overwhelmed. Okay. Hey, Winnie, good to see you here. Vanessa, you're going to feel a little overwhelmed. But I'm giving you a recipe. And Vanessa, is it easier to remember a recipe or follow a recipe? Who will agree it's easier to follow a recipe? So just know that I'm going to give you the recipe to getting booked solid with as many sales calls as you can handle. After this training, that's when it begins. I'm not selling you a car and then you take off with the car and say goodbye. At the end of this training, you'll get access to the replay and the slides and all the free resources and everything you need. I'll even make an offer for those that want to work with me personally to help you. And that's when your journey actually begins. And your journey begins, the journey of 10,000 miles, 10,000 steps begin with the first step. So after this training is when it begins. So just know that overwhelm and confusion and those things are a natural part of an immersive training. Okay. If you don't have pen and paper yet, encourage you to take lots of notes, VAs and angels included. You're all here as students. Who wants to learn? In order to learn, you want to be open-minded, absorb as much as you can, take as many notes as you can, answer the questions I ask, and ask me lots of questions. I encourage you to ask me questions. Kevin, love this. Full immersion is the only quality training, says Tony Robbins, 100%. Immersion fills the conscious mind to penetrate your unconscious because all true learning takes place at the unconscious level. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So overwhelm's good. That means we're penetrating your unconscious and you're learning at the deepest level. Number one. Number two, if you ever feel confused at any stage, that's also great. That means you're about to learn something. It's a brain creating new neural pathways, if that makes sense. Okay. And so I'm excited to share this with you because there is new up-to-date training for those that have been on this training before. Okay. So a couple of quick questions as we dive in. For you business owners, I want to get an idea of where you're at. Who is a business owner that doesn't yet have at least 5 clients? And by the way, this is a place of safety. This is a place of trust. This is a place of kindness. There's no judgment here, right? If you've got 0 clients, be like, hey, I've got 0 clients. Great. It can only grow up from there. So if you have less than 5 clients, just type me in the chat. I just want to get an idea who we got. Hey, Jess. Hey, Jesse. Hey, brother. How you doing? Chris is in the house. Good to see you. Samira, welcome. Surya, Curtis. I just restarted my business. Yes. Kevin, me. Vanessa, 3. John, me. Yes. Salisa. Yeah, you're new. 100%. Kat, me. A lot of you guys. Out of you guys that are just starting, have less than 5 clients, who has a job currently that you're doing to pay the bills that you want to quit? Who has a job right now, business owners, that you want to build your online business to justify quitting out and do this full time? You quit yours to do it full time, Kevin. Nice. John, me. Yep. Who has a job you want to quit? For those of you that are working on a job that you don't really like to pay the bills, okay, VAs, you have it. I mean, you have it great. VAs get to choose your own hours. You make great money. The better VAs you get at appointment setting, the better you get at the trainings that I train you in, the more bonuses your clients are going to pay. The more bonuses Salisa's going to pay you. The more bonuses Stephanie's going to pay you. The more bonuses these guys are going to pay you, right? The more bonuses Chris is going to pay you. Yep. Trying to find one until I can fire my boss. Yeah, I understand, brother. You've been through a lot. Who's been through a lot in the last 12 months, by the way? I think a lot of people have. I'm expecting my chat to blow up. Me. Yeah. Having a business, or as you VAs and angels, having a way to impact and help others is a great way to distract ourselves from our own challenges in life. I really do. Surya, yeah, I know you've been through some stuff as well, haven't you? Yeah. So who here has more than five clients? And you're doing okay, maybe you're doing five to $10,000 a month, but you've got more than five clients, but you're not yet making 10,000 a month. Who's a business owner here? You've got more than a handful of clients, but you're not quite at the $10,000 a month mark. Who's at that point? Anybody? Business owners? We have lots of clients, but our lead generation is a shit show. Yeah. I love the technical term. Yeah, I get that. Let's organize that for you. Yep. Stephanie's in the group program with her partner, business coaching, and has VAs with us. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the next few months with you guys, both of you, and Nathan. Is there any business owners here doing more at least six figures or 10,000 or more? Is there any here? By show of hands, or just type me in the chat. Okay. The more information I have on you guys, the more personalized I can make this experience. Yep. One other question. I've already asked that question. For your business owners, what do you feel your biggest challenge with booking appointments is? From an appointment settings perspective, business owners, what do you feel your biggest challenge is with booking appointments? Getting quality, getting quantities, finding the time, where to like what's the challenge? Getting enough leads for Carissa? Okay, yep. What's everyone's biggest challenge with why do you guys feel like you're not getting more appointments? That's another way to put it. Finding where my ideal clients are, pre-qualifying them, yep. Not motivated leads, Clients thinking I'm overpriced. Okay. Potential's actually booking a meeting, so actually getting the meeting in, quality, finding ideal clients, quality, even when having 100 leads, no one's taking the next step. Yeah, okay. Yep. I'm going to address all of those things in this training for you guys. Sound good? And more. Quality, yeah. It's one thing to get quantity of leads, it's another thing to get quality, isn't it? Mhm. So with this training, I'm going to give you the recipe through immersion. It's going to be a little overwhelming. It's a lot of knowledge to absorb. I'm penetrating your unconscious for a reason. Those that go and execute what I'm about to share with you will all book at least 5 to 10 extra appointments in the next couple of weeks per week, minimum, depending on the step you're at and how much action you take. The only way that you're not going to get an extra 5 to 10 appointments a week in the next few weeks is one, you don't do the work, or two, you quit, right? So if you follow the process and you do the work and you don't quit, you're all going to book 5 to 10 appointments per week. The question's, how do we make it work? How do we book 5 to 10 appointments? Who would agree that an extra 5 quality appointments each week right now would be a game changer for you? For many people, like if you get on 10 calls, how many would you convert? If you get on 10 calls, how many of those would sign up? Two, three, four, five? Curtis, 1 out of 3. Kevin, 2 out of 3. Samira, 2. 5. I mean, do the financial return on investment and the math on that. The numbers are pretty big. You can see why we put so much emphasis on appointment setting. For years, when you read books about startup businesses or new businesses making less than $1 million a year, they always talk about the biggest challenge is obscurity. People don't know who you are, but ultimately it's cash flow. Cash flow is the challenge. And that's why in the beginning, sales and marketing is 80% of the focus for a new business. But sales and marketing is not enough. For a coach, consultant, agency owner in the service industry, there's a third pillar, which is appointment setting. Appointment setting is as big and as important as sales and marketing. So it's not just sales and marketing, more sales, marketing, and appointment setting, or really marketing, appointment setting, and sales if we put them in sequence, right? So the problem is that the only thing stopping you guys from growing your business is lack of quantity and quality appointments. And here's the only reason you're not booking enough appointments. Are you ready for it? I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you what you need to hear. And you're not going to like it very much. There's only one reason you're not booking more appointments. You ready for it? You're simply not spending enough time on appointment setting. How many hours this week did you sit down and spend on booking appointments? Oh, but Jace, I have a VA to do that. Okay, great. Then a manager says go do, a leader says let's do. If I hire a new salesperson, Curtis, and the sales target in the business is 10, okay, and they're booking 5 a week, whose responsibility is it to book the other 5? Mine. Okay. So if I lost everything, the first thing I do is hire an appointment setter. I want 10 appointments per week. Okay. And they're booking three, I'll book the other seven. I get in with the appointment setter. I get in with the salesperson. I get in with the closer. I get in with the person and we do it together until we're hitting the target and move on. Okay. Definitely not enough. Yeah. You wouldn't be here. Now, the next question is, well, that's great, Jace. What do I do with that? What do I do? Okay, I need some strategy. What do I do? Okay, I sit down to book appointments. Where do I start? What do I do? That's exactly what this training is about. I'm going to show you exactly what to do, how long for, when to do it, so that I'm going to take all the guesswork out of appointment setting, and you simply don't really have to think. Only thinking you have to do is what you're going to say next in the conversation, right? And even that I'm going to help you with. Sound good? Okay. So let's get ready to dive in. Grab yourself a drink of water. If you don't have it yet, now's a good time so you don't have to get back up. Don't drink too much so you have to pee. Get comfortable, grab pen and paper, and let's dive in and let's start getting your book solid. Okay. The first thing we need to establish though is we need to set a target for each of you. Now, VAs and angels, everything that I'm sharing here is for you as well. And I want you to follow this like a student, like you're the business owner, because you guys are booking appointments, a lot of you, or you will. Now, even if you guys are video editors with us, if you're trained in appointment setting, you got that to fall back on. We train all of our VAs in appointment setting, so you have that to fall back on because almost everybody in the service industry as a business owner wants that. Okay. So first thing I want to do is I want to establish all of you business owners and angels booking appointments. What is your target for how many sales calls one-on-one each week you can handle? How many sales calls each week can you handle? Write it down on a piece of paper and also share it in the chat. Also share it in the chat. 12 per week for Stephanie, 8 for Kat, Curtis 15 to 20. Now here's the thing, us men, yeah, we avoid, women can agree. Women, who agrees that men avoid the big dirty C word? Commitment. Wow. Whenever we use a hyphen with numbers, it's to avoid a finite commitment. So if you're writing 5 to 10 or 10 to 20, that's not a specific target. So I would start with 15 for you, Curtis. Start on email, right? So Curtis 15, Samira 10, Kevin 6, John 10, Carissa 10, Celissa 10, Celisa 10, Jesse 25, Vanessa 12, Curtis 15. Yeah. In the business coaching program, we aim for 15 and we do not accept less than 10. And I'm going to explain why that is in a moment. Okay. Okay. Who's not yet put a target? VAs and angels, where's all your targets, please? VAs, who's booking appointments? What is the target that you're working with your business owner? The VAs book more. Princess sometimes books 8 a day. Nice. Nicole, 15. Yes. Now, if you haven't posted your answer, angels as well as business owners, makes no difference to me. But if you're not prepared to type your target, how the hell are you going to be prepared to do the work to hit your target? All right. Samira, okay, cool. Yes. Salisa, yes. Yeah. Okay, awesome. Now, here's another question for you. Based on that number, how many new, if you were to hit that target in the next, let's give you, say, three, let's say we give you a full month. Let's say that you implement everything I share with you today and it takes you a full month to start hitting that target, but you hit it every week. So I've got a cat playing with something at my feet, my partner's cat. Sorry. That's pretty funny. Let me ask you a question. Nicole, you hit 15. How many of those, based on your current conversion rate, how many new clients does that give you? Post it in the chat, write it down. Curtis, you get 15 appointments. How many new clients is that per week? Vanessa, 12. How many new clients? Salisa, 8. How many new clients? Jesse? Jesse, we're going to aim for 15 for you, brother. That's what we're going to aim for yeah. John, if you hit that 10, my suggestion for all of you is aim for 15 and don't accept less than 10. Because I know even if you're not that great at sales, it's going to be 2 new clients every week. 2 new clients. So how many clients is that? 2 new clients every week for Carissa? Yes. Okay, let's say 1 a week for Nicole. What's everyone's number? How many clients, guys? Five for Curtis, five for Kat, eight for John. Yeah, that's my next question, brother. You know where I'm heading, right? I want you guys to truly, I don't just want to give you information and give you knowledge because knowledge is not power. Application of knowledge is power. If you apply the stuff I'm about to give you today, you will all book at least 10 extra sales calls a week, quality, every week, without a shadow of a doubt, if you do the work. Okay. Yeah, that's another quality problem, Curtis, right? Oh, I only want 10 clients. Now we're talking. Now we're directing the mind in the way it needs to go. So here is my suggestion on the marketing funnel. Book 15 a week, you know. Now they're not all going to show, are they? We want at least 8 showed for the week. Okay. And at least 2 new clients. So if we book 15 for the week, 50% show up and only 25% sign up, okay? Who would agree that's going to grow? So let's say we aim for 2 new clients each week, okay? Let's say we give you a month to implement everything today, and next month you add 2 new clients a week because you booked those appointments. As of May, if you sign 8 clients every month, how much extra revenue is 8 clients per month? Work that out quickly and type it in the chat. If that doesn't excite you and get you motivated, but Jay, it's not about the money. Come on. Yes, it is. Jay, I just want to help people. You are. You can't make the money without helping people. That's how you make money. The more people you help, the more money you make, right? What does Tony Robbins say, Curtis? Our income or net worth is a direct reflection of our contribution to society. Stephanie, 40,000 a month. Kat, that's a great number. 888 pounds per month. 24K a month, 12K a month. Guys, are you with me? Are you out there? Is this thing on? Are you guys understanding how important appointments are? Yep. 5K. Nice. 25,600. Nice. Now let's play it down a little bit. What if you only hit half that? What if you implement everything I show you today and you just get an extra client a week? 1 client a week. How much revenue is that per month? 1 client a week, 4 clients a month. We only hit 50% of our target. How much extra revenue? 20K, 6K. What would that mean for you, Samira? What would it mean for you, Nicole? What would it mean for you to make that extra money per month? Does it mean you can quit your job? Does it mean you can spend time with your family? Does it mean you can do that, take your kids to Disney? What does it mean? What does it mean to be able to do that? Life changing? That's great, but how? How does it change your life? How specifically? What's on your vision board? We just did a vision board last week with all the coaching clients. Financial freedom is great, but what does that mean? What does financial freedom mean? If you're financially free, what's the first thing you do? Spend more time with your kids? What exactly? If you could do anything with your kids right now, Carissa, are you going to Mykonos alone? Probably not going to take your kids to Mykonos, surely. It's not really. Yeah, yeah. You want to go to Mykonos on your own, so I'm sure you'll take your kids elsewhere. Yeah, but you guys see the problem with what a lot of you guys are typing is it's lacking specificity. It's lacking specificity. Yeah, take your kids on a cruise. They'll love that shit. Which cruise? When? I want to know what's the name of the cruise, how long it's for, when does it go? You've got to get very specific and clear. Okay. This is the stuff. I don't care whether you guys book appointments or not. I want to see Carissa on a cruise with her kids. I want to see Carissa in Mykonos on a quad bike taking selfies. Actually, it's probably a bit dangerous, but you get my point. Okay. Get more clear and get detailed. This is what motivates you to take action when you don't feel like having the conversations, when you don't feel like showing up to my trainings, when you don't feel like picking up the phone, when you don't feel like doing the Facebook Live, when you don't feel like doing the content. It's this stuff that makes you do it. I've made massive promises to my partner this year of things we're going to do. I promised her 6 overseas trips this year. I've spent 4.5 months at the end of last year quite unwell. We lost a lot of momentum in the business, and I've spent the last 2 months being healthy, 3 months nearly, about to launch the biggest thing we've ever done to get on top of everything and to make sure I can fulfill my promises to her. All right, we're looking at buying villas in Bali and setting up tattoo shops. She's a tattooist in Bali. I've made promises to my family I must keep. And the way we can afford those, the way we can do those is the business. Does it make sense? When you do this, changes everything. Can I be another partner? I'm not sure how she'd feel about that. But yeah, okay. So now we got that good stuff out of the way. We got the mindset, the psychology. Who right now is already feeling more motivated to actually spend time booking appointments, and who is prepared to spend more time focusing on appointment setting? Yeah. All right, cool. Let's dive in. Let's go. There we go. There's everyone. Angels and VAs, what's going on? Where are all your VAs? Cool. VAs too as well, please. Arnell. Yes. Rianne, Rayanne, Rani. VAs, quick question, all of you VAs and angels, who is currently booking appointments for your client? Who is a VA that has a client wanting you to book appointments? Post me in the chat. Me boss, me boss, me boss in the chat. Let's go, please. Christine, yes. Who else? VAs and angels. Noemi, can you follow up all the angels? April, Maynette, yes. What about Algene and Annabelle? Anna. Cool. Angels, you need to turn your videos on, please. Christy, Algene, Golda, Joan, Jelen. If your video is not on, we will mark you down as not being present. Marika, Cherry, Sarah, Bernard, videos on, please. Jar Jar, O'Brien, Princess, Min, Rani, videos on, please. Everybody, videos on. Eliza, Emily, Joanna, Linry, Hustle, videos on, please. Lindsay, Kathleen, Kimmy, Christine. All right, cool. VAs, this is a training for you. Angels, who wants to make more money? You know what the key to making more money is? Get your clients more leads and sales calls. If you get your clients more leads and sales, business owners, if you had a VA with us and they got you more leads and appointments, would you be open to paying them more money? Just type in the chat. Yeah, they're all saying yes. VAs and angels, if you're not listening to me, you're missing out on a huge opportunity to make more money for you and your family. Angels and VAs, if you were to make an extra $100 cash bonus each week from appointments, what would you do with that extra $100? VAs and angels, if I could show you how to make an extra $100 cash bonus every week, what would you do with that extra $100? $25 buys a 50-kilo bag of rice. Angels, what would you do with it? VAs? Angels and VAs? Noemi, are you there? Mainnet says travel. Noemi, are you there? Noemi?
Yes,
I don't know why the VAs and angels are not interacting and participating. Literally only Mainnet just answered that question. There's like 50 or 60 of them on there. Can you please reach out to all of them? Thank you. Nelsie, treat the whole fam to dinner. Buy groceries. Awesome, yeah. Groceries, there's lots of groceries and bills. More money, more money, more money. Treat myself. There we go. Thank you, angels. VAs and angels, I'm here to serve you and train you so you can make more money, spend more time with family, travel, and do the things you love. VAs and angels, if you had more money to travel, where would you travel? You could go anywhere in the world. Where would you go? I'm here. I want to see all of you win. If you want more from life, I can show you how to get that in this training if you just pay attention. It pays to pay attention. Awesome. All right. So let's dive in. Let's begin the training. Guys, ready? So with appointment setting, if you are hiring an appointment setter, for example, we cannot just wave our magic wand and go book me appointments. The reason why appointment setting is so challenging these days is because there is a science and an art to it. And there's actually 5 pillars. Booking appointments is only one aspect of appointment setting. There's prospecting, there's pre-qualifying, there's booking the appointment. That person on mute. There's the confirmation process and there's the follow-up. Who's heard the term SOPs before? Who's heard the term SOPs? Standard operating procedures. These are your appointment setting SOPs. Prospecting systems, pre-qualifying system, booking system, confirmation system, and the fortunes in what? The follow-up system. I'm going to share my SOPs with each of these 5 pillars today, and that's what today is about. Only took me 45 minutes to start. Yeah, because here's the thing, Jordan. If I give you strategy and your mind's not open, you won't absorb it. If I give you strategy and you're not mentally ready for it, you're not going to be open to accepting it. If I just tell people what to do, they're not going to execute it. Who already feels more motivated to, after this, go and execute the strategy I'm going to give you? 80% of success, Jordan, is psychology. 20% is mechanics. And so that's why all great presenters, trainers, and coaches in the world will spend time pre-framing, which is what we just did. Yeah. Cool. And there's 5 steps to getting book solid. 5 steps to getting book solid. Okay. The first step, okay, is you can book your appointment. So if we look at, is Vickers with us? I don't know if Vickers is actually with us. Let's start with Curtis. Curtis is launching a brand new business online. Is that right, Curtis? You're about to launch a brand new business. Yeah, awesome. So we'll use you as a scenario. So Curtis is getting started with a brand new offer and launching a brand new offer. So to begin with, Curtis, it's just you. For some of you guys not hiring a VA through us, it's just you. That's where we all start. I've started. Curtis doesn't have any clients, no revenue, so he cannot really justify hiring an appointment setter yet. So the first step is you start booking the appointments, and you should be able to book 10 appointments yourself every week with no setter with what I'm about to share with you. Once you get a couple of clients, I normally recommend about 5 clients. Now you can hire an appointment setter, and then they can book the appointments. There's only 3 ways that, Curtis, you can book an appointment right now, and the same as your setter. You can book it through sending a DM on socials. You can book it through making a phone call, okay? Or you can book it through email. We're going to touch on each of these in depth. You can actually yourself book 10 to 20 appointments per week if you really put the time in, okay? And a good quality appointment setter will book in 10 plus as well. My suggestion is hire an appointment setter as soon as you can, okay? The third step is we start using 2-step appointment setting funnels. We're going to talk about those. The 4th step is as our business gets bigger, we want to start doing paid ads. I used to, if you look at any of my older trainings, before COVID, I was saying, hey, you don't need ads until 40, 50,000 a month. After COVID, it reduced to 20,000 a month. Now I'm saying, as soon as you're on 10,000 a month, start ads, if not sooner, because organic's getting slower and harder all the time. And we're amazing at organic marketing. And the 5th step is you can use AI and bots to book appointments on autopilot. Now, the smaller your business, okay, the top, we start at the top, and then as we get bigger, we can implement all these. Who has the goal, business owners, of building to 100K months? You want to work through these steps to build to 100K months, okay? Because it's all about appointments. If you're getting 200 sales calls a month in your business, very different place to be. So let's start with the biggest and the main step, which is step 1. You can do it yourself. You can book appointments yourself, okay? This slide is the most pertinent and important slide in the whole training. This one slide, if you follow this slide, you will all book 10 appointments per week, guaranteed. The question is, who's prepared to do it? Okay, so the first thing you each need to do, and business owners, we started doing this last week, is you've got to set a target, okay, which we've already done. You've all set your target of how many appointments per week you're aiming for. So we're all aiming for at least 10 as an example. But this is the most important part. You've got to schedule hours. You've got to schedule time and put it into your Google Calendar for appointment setting. If you do not schedule it, it won't happen. Most of you are not getting appointments or growing your business because you're treating it like a hobby. It's just you. You're a lone wolf. You're trying to build a business by throwing spaghetti at the wall, and you're not even scheduling anything. If you have if you had a job, your boss will tell you what time to start, what time to finish, give you tasks in between, and give you deadlines. Till you do that for yourself, you're not going to grow. So we actually split it up into 4 parts. So let's say I said, how many hours per week can you put into your business? How many hours per week can business owners can you put into your business? 40 hours, 60 hours, 80 hours. I believe everybody should be, business owners should be working 80 hours a week. Filipinos should be working 40 hours per week. But business owners, 80 hours per week. Now, if you have a job like John, who's working 40 hours per week, he still has another 40 hours. But Jace, I have kids. There's 168 hours in the week. Okay. So I recommend at least 40 into business. And you can split it up into 4 components. 10 hours on the top of the funnel on lead generation. Okay, this is bonus training, by the way. 10 hours into lead generation. Okay. 10 hours into booking appointments per week. Business coaching clients in the group program. This is an actual action item for you. 10 hours into delivering said sales calls, so appointments. And then 10 hours into servicing clients. Now, you'll take note there's some things missing. Planning, goal setting, tracking, and finances. For now, the 10 hours that aren't filled with sales calls or the 10 hours that aren't filled with servicing clients, you can fit your planning, goal setting, tracking, and finances in there. So your business coaching clients, you know, the vision board, the goal setting, that stuff would fall in that. So that means you're spending 75% of your time on growth producing activities, or a lot of people in business say IPAs, income producing activities. Yeah. So I encourage all of you to do that. So that's 2 hours a day minimum where you sit down and all you do is book appointments. That's all you do. Who here has actually allocated time in your schedule for appointment setting? Until you do it, it's not going to happen. Yeah, Stephanie, well, you have because we just went through it in part of it, right? Okay. So all you've got to do is you've just all got to make a decision, Stephanie, is when you wake up each day, there's only one thing all of you guys have to do. And if you're in a business coaching program, this is it. If you're hiring a VA through us, like Salisa, and you guys not in the business coaching program, I'm not here to sell you the program. I will say this though, is you and your VA decide to not finish or go to bed until the 2 appointments are set. All you got to do, Curtis, is book 2 appointments a day. Stephanie, 2 appointments a day. Vanessa, 2 appointments a day. If it's just you, that's not a big ask. Who agrees that if I show you exactly what to do with that 2 hours, that you can book 2 appointments and 1 an hour? That's not a big ask. Now, if you do that each day, if you decide right now, psychologically, you're not going to bed until you book 2 appointments, you're going to get 10 a week. Now, here's the other thing I'll do. Link a reward to it. So if you commit to 2 a day and you get 10 appointments, set a reward. Carissa, if you book 10 appointments, how would you reward yourself for booking 10 appointments? Nicole, if you book 10 appointments, how would you reward yourself? Yeah. And angels, VAs do the same. Yeah. So Lisa, if you book 10 appointments, how would you reward yourself? Surya, if you book 10, how would you reward yourself? How would you guys reward yourself? Order in. You'd go to Shisha. We had Shisha yesterday, actually. We went and got a Shisha yesterday. I love Shisha. Yeah. We had grape and mint. Love, love, love Shisha. Spa day, shopping, awesome. So I want to invite you guys. I'm going to give all of you a couple of weeks to get on top of this stuff. Okay. And aim for 10. And every week, set yourself a new reward. You know, a spa day, take your partner to gold class movies, you know, and do the same with clients. Hey, if I get 2 clients, I'm going to take my sweetheart out. I'm going to pick her up in a limo, buy her roses, take her to a romantic dinner. You know, maybe moo-moos if you're on the Gold Coast. Quite nice. We did that once before. Hire a closer. Now we're talking. This is how you build your business, right? Bring in some revenue, take a portion of the profits, reinvest it. If you do this one slide, I guarantee you will all get appointments more. Even if it's not 10, you will all get more. So let's look at the first pillar, prospecting. Now we're getting to the specific strategy. If you're like me, and was it Jordan before? Who was it? It was who was it before? My goodness. Somebody before was like, finally, 45 minutes to get started. I'm giving you the strategy now. Okay. Now you guys have got access to the slides, access to the resources, and access to the replay. I'm going to move very quickly through the strategy. So if you have questions, ask them. Take lots of notes. Remember, you'll get the slides and the recording. I actually encourage all of you to rewatch this training, and you can always come back and pause it and do what you want. So I'm going to move through the strategy very quickly. Okay. Yeah, get a closer. Yeah, you guys want it. There's 3 things you want, Chrissa, as quickly as possible: an appointment setter, a closer, and a coach. As soon as possible. Yeah. So first pillar is prospecting. What is prospecting? Yeah, I'll post everything in the Facebook group tomorrow. Everything, Vanessa, tomorrow. Yeah. After this, I'm going to the gym with my partner, and we're going to spend the afternoon. Saturday afternoon, evening is Saturday night is date night, and then Sunday is date day or family day, I call it. Keep the VA after free. Yeah. So I'll do it tomorrow morning when she's in bed. I get up at 4, she gets up at 8 or 9. So I get my work done on a Sunday morning. So I'll do it tomorrow morning, Vanessa. Yeah. Prospecting. What is prospecting? Pillar 1 of appointment setting is prospecting. So you've all allocated 2 or 3 hours a day to appointment setting. Now you're like, okay, what exactly do I do with that time? That is what this is about. Okay. So if it's just you, who by show of hands, or just if it's just you and you don't have an appointment set up, just type me in the chat. If you're hiring somebody you don't have, if it's just you, yep, Curtis. Yeah, there's a few of you guys. So this is specifically for you, but even if you have an appointment set up, you still start with the first pillar, as prospecting. Okay, so what is prospecting? Prospecting is basically building the quantity and the quality of our 3 lists. Okay, so we have 3 main lists. We have our social media following. Okay, we have the big 5 platforms: Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. If it's just you, I would focus on one platform. In fact, I would recommend Facebook. It's the fastest and the easiest way to grow and get appointments. A Facebook group. There is no faster way to do it organically unless you get lucky and you go viral from one post, right? But Facebook is the fastest way to do it. So the problem with social media is, do you own your Facebook group? Do you own your profile? You don't. You could lose it tomorrow. Nothing you can do about it. So people are addicted to it because of the dopamine hit, and it's communal. Second list that we want to build is our phone list. The reason why I love the phone list is because we own it. In fact, if the internet crashed, we could all hit the phones. I'm a huge fan of making phone calls. When I first started my online business, I spent half my day on the phone, not on social media, not in DMs, on the phone. It's more personable. It's harder to say no to people. And it's just a great customer service approach. Yeah. And the third list we have is our email. We own the email list, but we still need internet connection. Okay. So you want to build all three of these. Now, some people will tell you email is dead, or don't worry about phone, or this is an objective approach. This is a recipe. If you follow the recipe and within the 2 hours, you're sending DMs to people, you're ringing people, and you're sending an email. You send an email every day to get an appointment, make calls every day to get appointments, and you send DMs. DMs is the easiest because you can do cold outreach. This training, there's no cold DMs, no spam like Anderson, no cold calling. This is attraction marketing. Cool. Yeah. So for you guys that are business coaching clients or hiring a VA through us, I encourage you to look at this training now at what you're not doing. Oh, we're not yet doing that. Let's add that. Because if you, nothing changes, right? So prospecting is about building these three lists. If we look at it from a funnel system and it's just you, Curtis, you optimize your Facebook profile and Facebook group. You funnel people into the group because it's quick and easy. And you turn people from that Facebook group into a phone and email. Now, guess what? There's three main ways that you can personally book appointments. Guess what they are? DM, phone, and email. So by cultivating these three lists, building the quantity of them, and then nurturing them and improving the quality of them, that's how you're going to get appointments. And that's what we do within the 2 hours. Okay, how do we do DMs and when? How do we ring people and when? How do we send emails and how often? That's what we cover now. Okay. Let's move these windows around. Okay, so if you want to do prospecting at the highest level, again, this is to get 10 appointments per week. Here's what I recommend that you need. First of all, you need a Facebook group. If it's just you, you're going to build the Facebook group. And in that Facebook group, you do 3 or 4 pieces of content a day. Okay, this training is not about content. You can find stuff on my content everywhere. Not a problem. We need a Calendly link set up. I'm just showing with what you need. You need a Calendly link that you can send to people. We need always have a next event, like a monthly event. Okay. And ideally, we need 5 funnels or a couple of funnels, which I'm going to share with you. Again, I'm going to go through these things in depth now anyway. Okay. Now, if you're hiring a VA through us and you have Calendly, a next event, and free offer funnel set up, 2-step appointment setting, the VAs can get you 10 appointments per week themselves, at least 5 quality per week. Okay. So again, we're still at this stage focusing on if it's just you. But if you're hiring a VA through us, I recommend you have this set up because then you can work with your VA to get the 10 to 20 appointments per week. So I would, whatever your VA is doing, so Salisa, if your VA is booking 5 appointments per week, I recommend you do it as well. So if your target's 2 appointments a day and you're hiring a VA or an appointment setter through us or someone else, in that 2 hours, I would actually get on a Zoom with them. Yeah, I would get on a Zoom call with them and book the appointments. Oh, but Jason and I hired them to do the appointments. I got other things to do. What's more important than booking more appointments if you've got a smaller, a newer business? Nothing. We've already established that, right? Okay. So this is essentially a checklist of what you need to prospect at the highest level. We build our Facebook group and our social media, and we funnel people into these 3 things because these are our leads. So we build our social media and we turn our social media following into quality leads. So only 3 ways you can generate a lead online. 1, through your Calendly. 2, an upcoming event. 3, a free offer or a funnel. That's it. A landing page. You might call this a landing page if you want. Yep. It's the only way you can really generate a lead. Oh, but I've got a mastermind or I've got a website. There's still a landing page. We are funneling people in, collecting the phone number and email. Okay. So as we're building those lists, we've got those things in place. Before we book in an appointment, we want to be able to pre-qualify people. Okay. So if it's just you and you want to book more appointments, who agrees you don't just want quantity, but you want quality? You don't want people that can't afford it. You don't want people in the wrong location. You don't want people that aren't mentally ready to decide. Yeah. So we want to pre-qualify people. Okay. So how do we pre-qualify? So if it's just you, you would need to do this yourself. If you have an appointment setter or a virtual assistant, they can do this for you. So what I'm sharing with you now is done by a person. Remember, step one is do it yourself. Step two is you hire an appointment setter. So if you have an appointment setter, they can do all this for you. But this is what a person can do. When a human being is booking an appointment, be it you or the setter, this is what we do, right? So there's 3 levels of pre-qualifying people. In fact, we want to fully qualify people. Okay. Now, if you're in the VA, if you're hiring, who's hiring a VA through us? By show of hands. Yep, a few of you guys. If you're hiring a VA through us, okay, you've got access to our online training portal here. If you're hiring a VA through us, if you look at down here, lesson number 5, you got the full pre-qualified spit it out. You got the full pre-qualifying lessons in here, at worksheets and everything in here. You can watch this. Okay. If who's in the business coaching program? Okay. Whenever you become a client with us, you get an online training portal as a bonus. We sell these individually as well for just under $1,000. But if you come in here, okay, you can find the pre-qualifying in here as well. I think it's you're going through it this week, I believe. Is it this week or next week? It's next week. Appointment setting here, module 7. Okay, you've got the pre-qualifying in here. So I'm about to take you through the pre-qualifying as well. So if you're in the business coaching program or hiring a VA through us, you can find in depth the 3 levels. So for most of you, you're going to be at the beginner level. And the beginner level is, let's say that Curtis, you're booking an appointment. Should we have VA and appointment setter? Vanessa, yeah, actually, I'm going to answer that question. All our VAs are hired and trained as an appointment setter, but to answer your question, when you hire an appointment setter, you want somebody only booking appointments. If you've got one VA, and they're doing appointment setting, social media management, taking care of your schedule, doing all these things, how many appointments are they going to get you? Okay, so we are going to talk about this. Ideally, you want somebody that is just booking appointments and nothing else. I have Grace making calls 8 hours a day, 600 to 800 phone calls. She doesn't know anything but make phone calls. I got Daphne and Laurie. All they do is DM setting all day, every day. They just send DMs and they book appointments using our system. Now, if money is tight, maybe you cannot justify that, but you want somebody doing appointment setting and only appointment setting as quickly as possible. Yes, we're going to talk about that more as we go on. Okay, to answer your questions. Yeah, again, ask any questions you guys have. Yeah, cool. So let's say, Curtis, you're just getting started. So Curtis is just starting his business. He doesn't have any SOPs and systems. These are the 3 levels of SOPs. Now, if you're just starting out, you don't have anything in place yet, Curtis, you're going to have 3 questions. So Curtis, let's say you're chatting to me, okay, and I'm ready to book a call. Curtis will say, hey, before I book you in, I have 3 quick questions. 1, where in the world are you? Where in the world are you? Okay, I want to make sure you're in the right location. We don't work with people in certain countries for certain services. So if we're talking to you about our business coaching program, we only work with people in the service industry. And there's some countries you don't work with. For example, we don't work with people in a lot of African countries, simply because they're not really able to afford our higher ticket options, right? But where in the world you are? Now, if you're working with people just in your country, Curtis is only working with people in the US. He might say, where in the US are you? Okay, which city are you in? We want to make sure they're in the right location. Number 2, what kind of business do you have? What kind of business do you have? If you're working with business owners, now VAs, I want you to pay attention to this because this is what you do. If you have a VA or preferably a setter just doing setting, this is what the setter is doing. If it's just you, this is what you're doing. Now, if you're a life coach or a healer or a therapist or a fitness coach, it would actually be, what do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? Because we can get an idea of what their affordability is, what the income is, and so forth. When we get more advanced, we ask business owners what their revenue is. If you look at any of my pre-qualifying forms, we ask what their revenue is. Okay. The third question is, and this is the most important one, what is your biggest challenge or your biggest goal right now? So if I'm a business coach, the challenge might be leads. If I'm a fitness coach, the challenge might be weight loss. I want to know what is Curtis's challenge or goals to make sure that we can help Curtis with his challenge or goals, because if not, he's not qualified for a sales call. So this is level one. Okay. Level two. Now, VA should be doing this. Arnell will do this. So Arnell is speaking to someone and ready to book them in for an appointment. Okay. Arnell will ask these three questions. Hey, before I actually book you in, so once you've got a yes appointment setters or whoever's booking an appointment, if I get somebody wanting to book an appointment, I ask these three questions, even now at this level. Curtis messaged me, hey, how much is coaching? Glad you asked. All our programs start from as little as 99 Aussie per week. How would you feel about jumping on a quick call? Awesome. Three quick questions first. All right. Not a problem, Nelsie. Thanks for letting me know. The intermediate is we add a pre-qualifying form. And I believe all of you that are hiring a VA through us want to equip your VA with a full pre-qualifying form. You can embed the pre-qualifying form into Calendly if you don't have a platform. You can use, if you're using a platform like GoHello or ClickFunnels, you can embed it in there. You can also use a platform called DocuSign, where you can actually create online forms. It's up to you which you use, but you want to have a full pre-qualifying form. In my portals, you can see examples. I'll post some examples in the group tomorrow as well. And these go deeper down the rabbit hole. How many, for my business coaching one, if you have a look here, let me show you one embedded into my Calendly, actually. Let me quickly show you one. Here's one I prepared earlier. Okay. So here, so for business coaching, you can see here what country you live in, what kind of business do you have, how many clients do you have, what is your currently monthly revenue, what's your biggest challenge or goal right now. Okay. The awesome thing about Calendly is they get SMS and we get the form. It's all added to Google Calendar as well, right? I just want to keep that open. So I'm going to come back to Calendly shortly. There we go. Cool. And the third level is the advanced level. So beginner level, if it's just you. So Curtis, you're at the beginner level. Once you hire an appointment setter or a VA doing setting, you move to second level intermediate, and you want to have a form. Okay. Now, once you get to a point when you can't fit any more sales calls, or you're hiring a closer, Carissa, once you hire a closer or you're book solid, we want more highly qualified people. So we move to the third level. What's the best way to sell online? It's a one-on-one call, right? There's other ways to sell, but it's the highest quality. That's what we're here today to talk about. Okay. Now, what's the best way to sell? Doing one call, two calls, three calls, half an hour, an hour. Most of us know that when we do 2 points of contact calls, we're going to have a higher conversion. In fact, we established it's 22% higher conversion if you do 2 calls and sell on the second call. A lot of people use the term discovery call for the first call, and then a sales call or a closing call on the second call. The first call is to fully qualify them. The second call is to sell to them, share your pitch deck, show the offer, right? So if you do it in that format, so if you're in our business coaching program, Nicole, Curtis, over the next few weeks, we're going to set that system up. You're going to do a 30-minute discovery call and a 30-minute follow-up call. 30-minute, doesn't really matter what you call it, consultation, induction, whatever, but it's going to be a 30-minute call, okay, to fully qualify them, and a second call, you're going to sell to them. Now, once I've got a sales team or I'm book solid, I don't want to do 2 calls. You're going to be too busy, Curtis. You're going to be too busy, Carissa. So how do we reduce that to 1 call? We introduce a triage call. Stephanie, I can already see 3 areas where our sales funnel's not working, not taking number. Always take number. We'll come back to that. Lack of pre-qualifying, because we use the term pre-qualifying, but we don't want to pre-qualify. We want to fully qualify. The best way to fully qualify is to have people fill in a form, and then somebody that's not you get on a call, go through the form, make sure they're qualified. So when you get on a call, they know the price, they're ready to buy, and the conversion rate's incredibly high. Does it make sense? Now, ultimately, that's what you want to do. But there's a lot of moving parts right now. And when you've got a smaller business, you don't have a lot of money, you don't have a lot of team, you got to do everything yourself. What do you do? What do you do with that time? Again, that's why we move through steps or levels as our business grows, right? So once you're hiring a salesperson, or once you cannot handle any more sales calls, Stephanie, you mentioned you can't handle any more appointments. What you do is you have your VA that you can hire through us or somebody else in the team that does a quick 15-minute triage call. And you can find the scripts in my portals. So what happens is Grace So if you book in a sales call, myself or one of my sales team, that's a 45-minute call. The day before that, Grace gives them a call to do a 15-minute triage call, go through the form, make sure it's filled out, make sure they're fully qualified, and prepare them for the sales call. The salesperson only has to do one call, yeah, which is me or the salesperson, and they're fully qualified. Nelsie, thanks for letting me know. Thanks for communicating. Yeah. Again, you can find these in the portals. Any questions on qualifying? No? If it's just you, you're starting at beginner. Curtis, Nicole, you guys just now starting the program. If you're hiring a VA through us, I recommend doing a form as quickly as possible for your VA to use. It also adds an element of professionalism. Once you're booked solid or you're hiring a salesperson, introduce the triage. That's my recommendation. Okay. Any questions? All good? Does that help? Is that useful? Which level is everyone at? Just type number 1, 2, or 3 in the chat so I can see. VAs and angels, are you listening? Arnell, VAs and angels, everyone listening? I want you to know this stuff inside out so you can let your client know, hey, we need a form. Arnell, you need to be able to go, hey, we need a form so I can be better pre-qualify. Business owners, do you want your VAs to be yes men and women and just say yes, boss, or do you want them to make suggestions to help grow your business? Yeah. Tess, Vince, Winnie, Sarah, Rochelle, Rayanne, Renee, Rani. You want to know this stuff so you can say, hey, boss, to your client, can I make a suggestion? If I have a pre-qualifying form, I can better qualify your leads. Yeah. If I have funnels set up, I can get you more leads. If we have a webinar set up, I can get you more leads. You want to make hey, and just say this, boss, can I make a suggestion that I think will help get more appointments, more leads, better quality, be better quick, and then share that with them. We all want that. Yeah, John, my VA makes suggestions. I want my VAs to make suggestions. I don't want my VA saying, yes, boss, yes, boss, yes, boss. Yeah. Yeah, make suggestions, 100%. Okay. So pillar 3 is the booking system. So pillar 1 is prospecting, building the quantity and quality of our lists. Okay. Pillar 2 is pre-qualifying. Now we got the point. Okay, so we've got an appointment ready to book. Let's talk about that. Now, either you're doing it yourself as a business owner or your appointment setter is. Either way, same system. Up until now, thus far, we're talking about a human being. If you're doing it yourself, it takes a bit of time. Hiring a virtual assistant and an appointment setter is the most affordable way to expand and book more appointments, guarantees that you have control over with the highest return on investment. More than paid ads. People brag about an 8 ROAS, return on ad spend, whereas our setters can get you 50 to 100 plus return on spend, which is crazy, right? Okay. So let's talk about booking. There's 3 main ways that you yourself or your appointment setter can book appointments, and we're going to touch on them in depth. This is called the Advanced Appointment Setting SOPs training. So we're talking about systems here, not just strategy, that actually get you the appointments. Yeah. Okay. So the main way most people book appointments is what? Is DMs. Okay. DMs is the fastest, quickest, and easiest way to get appointments and have conversations because you can just send anybody a DM you want anytime. Now there's restrictions and different, variables, but at the end of the day, you need a phone list to start ringing people. You need an email list to start emailing people. So we start with DMs. Okay. So Curtis, you sit down, it's Monday. You've got 2 hours to book appointments. Where do you start? You start with DMs. Okay, who do I DM and how do I DM and what do I say? Well, just like anything, you want to have a script. First thing is that if it's just you, would you rather wing it or use my tested, proven system that's been 14 years of daily testing that you can personalize so it's not cookie cutter? Would you rather wing it or use my proven system you can personalize for your own business? Yeah, using my tested system. It's not cookie cutter and you can personalize it, use your own wording, 100%. Oh, I don't like using scripts that are robotic. Don't talk about a robot. Now, if you're hiring a setter, who wants your appointment setter using language and wording that you would? You need to equip your setter with a script. If I hire a salesperson, or if you hired a salesperson, do you want them speaking like you or winging it? Speaking like you. Whenever we hire anybody to communicate with other human beings, okay, and we do it through AI and bots now, don't we? We want to use our language. The only way we can do that is to give them a script, a phone script, a DM script, a sales script, an onboarding script, an interview script. Noemi does interviews. She has a script. But what's more important, the script or the person? Human beings always come first. So the script is a guide and it gives us a process to follow. Okay. And that's what it's there for. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Okay. So now the biggest thing about sending DMs, you're not using the script yourself. Yeah. You want to use the script yourself because otherwise you wing it. And afterwards you're like, oh, that was terrible. Goodness, right? I follow a script. I follow a script. Yeah. Now, a script is not gospel, it's a guide. But the script is built around asking questions. Appointment setting, sales, leadership, coaching, all exactly the same process. Appointment setting, I'll say it again, appointment setting, sales, coaching, and leadership are exact same process. We ask powerful questions that direct people's thoughts, evoke emotion, and lead them to action. I want my coaching client to complete the task. I want my team member to complete the task. I want my prospect to sign up for our program. I want my prospect to book in an appointment. Okay. But the problem with that is, what do we have more control over in life? What we can get or what we can give? Cannot control what we get. We cannot control getting an appointment, getting a sale, getting money, me. So I believe that attraction marketing, authentic sales, and ethical DM setting or ethical appointment setting, I call it, are the key to doing this because people always, without exception, come first every single time. Okay. So here's what I've established, and this is the biggest lesson in DM appointment setting. Vanessa, let's say that I send you a DM. Oh, actually, let me take a step back for a second. Who's sick and tired of getting cold DMs and spam? Random people you don't know sending you an inbox message. We can get you 100 appointments a month, book on a Calendly, buy my stuff. Yeah. But here's the problem. If you get Abby that sends you a DM promising you 100 appointments per month, how are they getting you those appointments? Cold DMs. Who else wants 100 cold appointments in your calendar every month? Not me. Pass. So how do we do warm and hot ethical DM setting? Well, I've established after 15 years of appointment setting online that there's three main ways that I can justify sending you an appointment. So if I send Carissa, if I send you a DM, and this goes for any of it, if I send anyone listening, if I send you listening right now a DM, the most important part is that in your mind, as the receiver, there is a reason to justify me sending you the appointment, sending you the DM. And I've established this three reasons, Salisa, to justify me being able to send you a DM. So either you're doing this yourself, say Curtis, Nicole, or your appointment setter is doing this, or both of you together, which I do recommend. If you're not hitting your minimum target per week and you've got a setter, do it with your setter. Manager says go do, a leader says let's do. You're not selling enough in your business, do it with your closer. That holds true for any team member of any kind that's, until they're getting what you want for the business. Okay. So first of all, if you join my Facebook group, Curtis, and my team send you a message, okay, Daphne sends you a message. Hey, Curtis, Daphne's personal assistant here has asked me to send you a message, say thank you for joining the group. As a thank you, here's a free gift. Would you have a problem with that? Would anybody have a problem? No. So when somebody joins your Facebook group or your LinkedIn group or your platform, you can send them a message, or your appointment setter can send them a message. Okay. Now that's the key for those of you who's hiring an appointment setter to do DM appointments. The key is to give your appointment setter more people to speak to. And that's part of building the Facebook group, right? We get hundreds every week joining the groups. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, let's say that Carissa, all right, let's say that I post in my group or I post on social media, hey, I've got this webinar coming up. Who wants more info? Right? Or I've got this free ebook. Who wants the ebook? And you comment, yes, please. My team send you that ebook or link to the webinar. Would you have a problem with that? Of course not. Okay. And the third thing that we've established, Kat, if you simply like my post and I send you a message or my team send you a message, say, hey, thanks so much for liking my post. Have an amazing day. Would you have a problem with that? No. If 10 people like your post, you now have a justifiable reason to send them a message. But it's not, hey, Kat, just want to send you a message. Thanks for liking my post. Want to buy my shit, book a time. Here's my Calendly. No. There needs to be an ethical, elegant process. And that's where our scripts come in. So these are the three scripts you can find in the VA portal and the business coaching portal. If you're hiring a VA through us, You can come up to, when you hire a VA through us, guys, you get access to all these SOPs in a portal. You can do what you want with. If you look at DM appointment setting, guess what? Here's the scripts: free offer script, post interaction script, welcome as a new member. And there's our LinkedIn script as well. We use a little bit of a slightly different process in LinkedIn because it's a different platform. Now you can use these on Instagram, you can use them on TikTok, you can use them on YouTube, you can use them on Twitter, you can use them on any platform. Okay. Now we're not going to have enough time to go through these in depth, but I will tell you they're elegant and they're ethical. Okay, does that make sense? If you want to grab those scripts, if you're hiring a VA, if you're a paying client of any kind, you've got access to those scripts. If you're not a paying client, Kat, Kevin, and you guys, send me a DM, and happy to send you those, give you access to those, not a problem. Okay. If you're watching this on YouTube, what I'll do is I'll post some links in the description, and you can access this stuff. We've got different mini courses for free. You can access them. Hey, name, thanks for the love on my post. Yeah, have an amazing day. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. I will say this, that when you send one of those 3 DMs and they reply, you or your setter now have a justifiable reason to have a conversation, use a script and get them in for an appointment. And if you follow our process, you're going to get a lot of appointments from that. Yeah, it's very elegant. Okay. So again, we're still at the point where it's step 1, where it's just you. If it's just you or you're hiring a VA, my recommendation is you start with Facebook and a Facebook group and just focus all your energy on your Facebook and a Facebook group. Okay. Once you have a VA, an appointment setter, I would introduce a second platform. If you're working with business owners, I recommend LinkedIn. If you're working with general population, I recommend Instagram. Okay, that's my suggestion. Facebook is the best way to build a funnel system. Okay, so I'm just going to touch on this quickly because this is kind of bonus slide for the training. Because you want to, if it's just you, like Curtis, you're just starting out. In a few weeks, we'll set up your Facebook group. You'll build your Facebook group. You put your content in there. We want to get massive quantity into the group, build your profile, use your personal profile on your group. We build the profile and get everyone into the group, and then we can communicate with people in the group. We aim to get these people in for phone and email. The way we do that is through our funnels, through our events, and our Calendly. So we want to build the group and build our Facebook and get everybody into our Calendly, a free offer, or an event. That's really what we want to do, and have conversations with those people. We essentially use the Facebook group for that. I did a training recently on that, and we're not going to have a huge amount of time, so I'm just going to move forward from that. Again, if you have our VA or our business coaching portals, you can come in here to social media management and see the full Facebook funnel system in here if you wanted to. Okay. Again, if you're a business coaching client, I actually help you set all this stuff up personally. So don't worry too much about all that. Yeah. Okay. Any questions? Everyone's good? Are you guys enjoying this so far? Is this useful? VAs, angels? What's the one thing I've already shared with you that you realize you're not yet doing, you're going to implement as soon as you can? VAs, what's the one thing that I've already shared that you're not yet doing with your client, you're going to suggest to your client? Business owners, what's the one thing I've already gone through you're not yet doing, you're going to implement? Is it a pre-qualifying form? Is it your DM scripts? Is it something else? So Curtis on Monday looks at his calendar. He's got 2 hours to spend on appointment setting. What's the first thing he does? Okay, well, he sends friend invites to the group, and he starts sending the DMs. Look at the people that have joined the group, DM them. Look at the people that interacted on your personal profile as well. People that interact in your personal profile and your group, ask for the next free thing, or join, you send them a DM. Yeah, that's where you start when you get to that point in your calendar. That's the first thing you start with, DMs. Wake up. Okay, yes, coffee, shower. It's 7 a.m. I start my DMs, right? Whatever it is. On a side note, when you're doing appointment setting, my suggestion is do it peak times because that's when more people are going to be online. Consistency and urgency is key. So 6 to 8 p.m., 7 to 9 p.m. If you have kids, it's challenging, I know, because it's dinner time. So maybe you do it after dinner, or maybe you do it once they go to bed. But that 6 to 9 p.m. everywhere in the world is that peak time, yeah? Irina, I need appointment setting. Yes. 3 questions and form. Nice. Scripts. Not using the scripts. Yeah, not doing 2 hours. Allocating that one big thing. It's about habits, isn't it? Yes. 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 Yeah. That's crazy. If someone simply likes your post, you now have a reason to message them. Just don't be an a-hole. Just have a chat with them. Yeah. And remember, here is the biggest key I'll give you with appointment setting. The first lesson I teach my appointment setters, do not focus. I want you to hear this. This is really important. All of you, VAs and business owners. The key to appointment setting, the first lesson that I teach all my appointment setters, do not focus on trying to get an appointment. Do not focus on getting an appointment. I say the same to my closers. Do not focus on getting a sale, getting a client. Why do I say that? Because I'm thinking about what I want. I'm thinking about me and I'm thinking about what I can't control. When I get on a sales call, I'm thinking, how can I serve and give? At the end of this call, I'm going to make an offer. One or two of you or three of you will buy. Maybe none will buy, maybe 10. I don't know. Makes no difference to me. I'm not here to sell. My focus is to serve. My focus is to, in the couple hours I have, to give you strategy to help you solve your problems and get what you want. Very simple. So the goal is to get an appointment. The goal is to get a client. The goal, yes, but the focus is giving, serving, asking questions, and listening, gathering information all about the person. The truth is, most people you speak to aren't ready for an appointment. This is why you build a pipeline. Most people are not ready to buy your service. This is why you build a pipeline. Don't try to force things down people's throats. Pay attention, listen, and actually help them. Best way you can prove to people you can help them is by actually helping them without even charging them anything. Who would agree I've already given you stuff to help you already today? How much have you paid for today? Legitimately care about people. Give first, give hard. Give in public, ask in private. Yeah, 100%. Legit. And you can't fake that too, can you? You can't fake it till you make it in that way, can you? Pretend like I care. Pretend. Now, I know it's hard, like Jesse, some of you guys, going through some challenges financially. Okay. You get on a sales call and in your mind, you're like, man, I hope this person buys so I can eat this week, right? So if you are going through some financial challenges, you got to get rid of that shit before you get on the call. Once you get on the sales call or once you get on the DM or don't think about getting money in your food and your bills and your struggle. Don't think about that. You got to project that. Okay. Some will, some won't. So what? Somebody books, great. If they don't book, fine. They show up, great. If they don't show up, fine. They sign up, great. If they don't sign up, fine. If they come become a client, quit the next day, that's fine. There's so many people for you to speak to if you just spend the time to build relationships, to have the conversation. And if you don't try to book an appointment or don't try to make the sale, that's fine too. Focus on what people actually need. And this is a big problem in the moment in the coaching space. How many people have got on a sales call and just felt like someone's trying to sell you something? Because the problem is you get on a sales call with a guy that sells websites. Two things. One, he's going to try to convince you why you need a website, even if you don't. That's not authentic sales. Two, he's only got a website to sell you, even if you don't need it. He's going to try and sell it to you. So it's like the great thing about like what we have is I'm creating a company. No matter what you need, we've got for you. We've got you covered. And that might be a free training or a free ebook. So appointment setters, business owners, when you're having conversations, actually legit get out the hell of your own mind and focus on serving and giving and what people want and need. Even if that means not getting the appointment yet. Even if that means not getting the client yet. Kat, that's what we did with you. Similar, isn't it? You can't afford our program. I'll be completely honest. I want to help you make money so you can afford to hire a VA through us. Because then we're providing work for Filipino and helping you. Because the best way, Kat, you can help people is if they become a client. Yeah. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's move forward. The second way to book appointment. So you've got 2 hours a day for appointment setting. Okay. You sit down. The first thing you do is you build your Facebook group, right? And you interact with people. You send all the DMs you can using the scripts. Okay. I've sent my DMs. There's no one else to DM right now. Waiting for them to reply. Don't sit and wait for a reply. Second thing I do is I pick up the phone and I ring all my new phone numbers. Oh, that's great, Jace. I haven't been collecting phone numbers. When is now a good time to start collecting phone numbers, Stephanie? Always collect phone numbers. We're taught by a lot of the bigger guys like Dean Graziosi and Brendan Burchard and all those guys. Amazing, by the way. A lot of them will teach us not to collect phone numbers, ask for little details possible. But most of those guys, what is their core offer? What are they selling? They're selling SaaS, they're selling software, they're selling digital products, they're selling courses, etc., right? AI stuff. They're not selling a service. We're talking about selling a service. There's only 3 ways you can sell your service. One, you send somebody a landing page, your website, your funnel, and whatever. They click a link and they buy in Stripe. It's not an effective way to sell. I want to have that in my business, but it's not effective. The second way to sell is the most effective, the highest quality, is the one-on-one sales call. which is what we're talking about here. The third way to sell, which is technically an appointment, and I want you guys to think about this moving forward, is what I'm doing right now. This is a group appointment. This is a group sales call. You get to sell in group format. Okay, so sending people to a landing page is high quantity, low quality. Okay, one-on-one is high quality, low quantity. Okay, and the events are kind of mid to high both, right? They're mid quality, mid quantity, can be high. So they're very different. They all have a place. I want to use them all. But at the end of the day, for you guys just starting out, until you book solid one-on-one sales calls, yeah, that's going to be the best way to get a point to get clients, right? Low ticket instant purchase. That's another thing as well. Sending people to a landing page to buy a low ticket, 100%. If your program's 5,000 or more, I'm not sure 5,000 is high ticket anymore. We say 5 to 10. But if it's 5,000 or more, your conversion rate's going to be higher in a call, right? If you can have a conversation with the person one-on-one. Sometimes selling group format actually has an adverse effect if people are asking. You don't want people asking questions on I've done a lot of selling on stage, public speaking, and a lot of training. The last thing we'll do is have people asking questions and putting everyone else off the sale, right? Yeah. So the second thing you'll do is you start collecting phone numbers. The way you collect phone numbers is through your Calendly, your free events, and your free offers. And we're going to talk about that shit soon as well. So you should always have a next webinar. So if you're hiring a VA through us and you don't have a next event they can promote right now, they're missing out on a lot of leads they can get for you. They're missing out on a lot of appointments they can get for you. They're missing out on a lot of people they can DM and book in appointments for, right? And the awesome thing about an event, you have a webinar even just once a month, VA helps you build that. You sell on the webinar, and then the VA can follow everyone up and book an appointment. You get 2 chances to sell to them. So you want to start collecting phone numbers, and every Monday, consolidate all your phone numbers from the previous week, your prize draws, your events, your webinars, your offers, whatever they are, even if it's 5 or 10. Now, if it's just you need to pick up the phone. Okay, I've done all my DMs in my 2 or 3 hours that I'm doing for appointment setting today. I got 5 numbers. Let's call them. All right. Ring them 3 times. All right. And as a rule of thumb, if I'm ringing someone that doesn't yet have an appointment, never leave a voicemail. If I'm ringing someone that does not yet have an appointment, never leave a voicemail. If I'm ringing someone that does have an appointment, always leave a voicemail. Why would I suggest that? I've been making phone calls for 25 years. I'm a huge fan of phone calls. One of the best things we do, phone calls and phone setting. Stephanie, you go, Princess and Jeanette. Love that. Yeah. Yeah, awesome. Why would I recommend not leaving voicemail for people that don't have an appointment yet? One, it could put them off answering. Two, if they ring back as well, I don't like to answer as well because whoever makes the call has the power. Whoever asked the questions has the power. And you do want to hold the power. If that's too masculine term for you, you want to be able to be the prime influencer in the conversation, be it phone, be it Zoom, be it DM, whatever it might be. Yeah. Okay. So if you're using Go High Level or a platform like that, you can, make calls from that. If you're just starting out, Curtis, Nicole, you guys just starting out in the business coaching program, you're going to use Skype. Okay. Once you hire a VA, your VA can use Skype. They can just download the app. It's free to use. You can buy unlimited credits, and you can call any country. And what you can do in Skype is I can buy a US number. So when we call Curtis in the US, Curtis sees a US number. When I call the guys in UK, we're using UK. They're $9 or something. So you can buy individual country numbers and call from a country number as well. You can even have your number on it so people can call you back if you want as well. I love Skype. Very affordable, nice and easy to use. Whenever making phone calls using Skype or any platform, always use your phone. It's faster. Okay. So once you're getting a bit of a phone list, add that to the shift. So if it's just you making phone calls, instead of 2 hours a day on setting, increase it to 3 hours. Okay. If it's your appointment setter, I never want an appointment setter doing less than 2 hours of calls per day. Sorry, at a time. Okay. Because the thing about phone calls is this. I haven't answered my phone in over 5 years. I don't have WhatsApp. I don't check SMS. I'm on Facebook or Zoom. That's it. I'm not checking emails. I'm not checking Instagram. I'm on Facebook or Zoom to keep me productive. Okay. But the truth is that there's a lot of people that do answer the phone. Okay. Let's say that you hire an appointment setter to make 10 hours of phone calls a week, and it takes them 2 hours to book one appointment. Okay. Let's say that they make 10 hours of calls, right? And that costs you 110 Aussie dollars, about 60 USD. And they only book two appointments in that entire time. And you get one of them as a client. What's your return on investment? You just paid $110 for two appointments and one client. The acquisition cost for paying somebody to make phone calls to book appointments is the highest return on investment possible in the service-based online business industry. There's no greater return on investment on anything. Not ads, not AI, not bots, not go level, not Siri, nothing. Yeah. And on average, the phone call setters book double what the DM setters do, especially when you get the phone numbers going through. So that's what you want to do there. Also, when you're ready, okay, you can grab my phone scripts. Okay. The way we use the phone scripts to justify ringing people is we use it as a customer service call. So Stephanie, your next event, Princess can ring them. Hey, it's Princess, Stephanie's personal assistant here. She's asked me to call you. You registered for an event on how to be awesome. Did you get a chance to join us? You didn't? Let me send you the replay and the free resources. You did? What'd you like about it? By the way, Stephanie would love to jump on a call with you to see how we can help you solve this problem or get what you want. Generate more leads, lose weight, heal that trauma, whatever it is that you guys are doing. Okay. It's a customer service call. Okay. Let's say who has free offers? Who has like ebooks and so forth? Like Carissa, she's got free offers. She's been in the coaching program. Somebody downloads, Carissa helps people with renovating at a profit. So she shows, especially women, she specializes in helping women buy, renovate, flip. I believe that's correct. I think I got that right. Here's how to renovate and flip and make 400%, 400 ROI, whatever. Okay. Somebody downloads that. Her VA can ring that person, thank them for downloading it, make sure they got it, and then book them in. So really powerful way to get more appointments. Until you have a setter or until you have enough phone numbers, do it yourself. Have the experience. It's not very exciting, and if it's nerve-wracking, all the more reason to do it. You can't beat phone call. Curtis, imagine you pick up the phone and you call somebody that joins your next event. They're gonna be like, damn, Curtis took the time to call me. Right. So the first way to get appointments yourself or through your setter is through DMs. We do that first. Second is we do the calls. Third is we send an email. And you want to send an email every day. Isn't that too often, Jason? Well, how often do you post? Every day. Why? You want to stay in the minds of people. Because you're not marketing to people that are ready to book an appointment or buy now. You're marketing to people so when they're ready, you're at the forefront of their mind. So imagine, imagine one day I wake up and I look in the mirror and go, holy crap, when did these muffin tops happen? I need to lose weight. I need some help. Who do I know? And John Jecky has been sending me emails every day and posting, and I've seen him around. I'm like, oh, I know John. I'll reach out to John and have a chat to him. That's ultimately what you're creating in an online business. VAs, angels, you're doing the same. Appointment setters, you're doing the same. You're building a pipeline, a community, a tribe, a group of people that are watching and absorbing. Who's doing events? And notice the same people attend events. Oh, the same people keep attending events and not buying the stuff. So what? Don't get out of your own mind. Keep focusing. Sooner or later, they're going to buy something. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, don't think about that. Don't think about what you can get. I know it's hard sometimes, especially if you're struggling financially, you need to pay the bills, but that's not the focus. It's the goal or the target, but it's not the focus. So here's what I do for emails. So there's lots of different ways to do emails. A lot of people use autoresponders. Here is the thing. This workshop is for coaches, healers, therapists, agency owners, people selling a service, which is, I believe, all of you. Okay. That's what we specialize in. So how do we sell? Primarily, we sell through a sales call. Now, most of the big guys out there using email, Russell Brunson, Dean Graziosi, Brendan Burchard, all these guys, right? What are they using email for? To sell a digital product. They're sending you emails so you can click on a link, go to a landing page and buy something. AI course, actual AI platform, a software, whatever it might be, free trial. But how do we sell? One-on-one sales call, predominantly. So does it make sense that we want to use emails to get appointments because that's how we sell? The link in the email is not to a landing page to sell. The link in the email is a link to a calendar link to book an appointment. Does it make sense? So how do we send emails every day to get appointments without going book time, book time, book time, book time? Here's how. So what we personally do is we use a system with content creation. We do 3 or 4 posts a day. One short form video, one long form video, one question, one reel. The Facebook Live or long form video doesn't have to be daily. It could be a couple times a week. Okay. But what we do each day is we choose a piece of content we did today, and our team, if it's just you, Curtis, you send the email. You can use something like MailChimp to start with. If you have an appointment set or a VA with us, they'll send the email. So Monday would be the video, Tuesday the blog post, Wednesday direct event to our next training, Thursday video, Friday blog. So each morning when I have my meeting with Noemi, I just say, hey, Noemi, here's the email for today. She sends a screenshot before she sends it out. It gets approved. So if you have somebody else sending an email for you, make sure they send you screenshots so you can approve it before it goes out. So that way you're not upset later because you didn't proof their work, right? Any content that goes out is approved by me. A video, everything is approved by me. It takes me 3 seconds to approve it, 5 seconds. Vanessa, is this from our personal email? No. So in order to do email setting, you need to have an email platform so you can build an email list. You need to be able to have an email platform so you can build an email list. If you don't have that yet, you're still using Gmail or something like that. But just start with MailChimp. It's free for up to 500 emails, and you can expand and go from there. We use SendGrid. We send 750,000 emails a month for $350. It's really cheap, integrates quite easy to both GoHello and ClickFunnels, which we're both using for different purposes right now. There's other platforms like ActiveCampaign. For me, very confusing. There's Mailgun, some others. iContact is what I used to recommend to begin with, or MailChimp. Yeah. Kajabi works. Yep. Kajabi's not a problem. You can integrate Kajabi have an internal, or you can use an external as well. Kajabi, Kartra, ClickFunnels, GoHello, Lead Pages, Builderall, all of those CRMs. You can integrate email. I would avoid ActiveCampaign though, especially for a new business. If we're talking about a new business, very complex. For a new business anyway, it's a bit much. Okay. Now what's really important is that the email has a call to action. And you can if you do content, you say, hey, if you enjoyed this content, want to jump on a call, see how we can help you lose weight, heal that trauma, generate more leads, build your business, click on the button below, book a time. You can put that in your email every day. If you look at any of my emails, I have 2 calls to action. It'll either be book a time, register for an event, or download the free thing, the free offer, the free ebook, the free kit. But if you're just starting out, okay, like Curtis, when you start your daily emails in the next few weeks, I recommend at least 3 times a week you have your Calendly in there with a call to action, at least 3 times a week. Okay. Nice and simple. So if it's just you, okay, you wake up, you get to the time on your calendar, you've allocated 2 or 3 hours. First thing you do is you do your DMs, okay? Then you pick up the phone and make the calls, and then you send the email. Okay, then you're done. That's it. What else can you do beyond that? But this is why you've got to post content as well. Okay. So once we've got the appointment, so we're speaking to someone on DM. I'm speaking to Curtis. I'm picking on Curtis because it's right below me, bro. That's why I keep, let's grab somebody else. 69. Cool. So I'm speaking to Curtis through DM. He said, yeah, let's book a time, man. I'd love to, have a chat so we can get my business to 20,000 a month. First thing I do is obviously I ask him the pre-qualifying questions, right? Where in the world are you? What kind of business you have? What's your biggest challenge or goal? We can definitely help you with that. Let's get you booked in. All right. So I've got Curtis. Okay. I'm communicating with Curtis through DM. If you're a business owner doing it, this is what you do. If you're a VA doing it for your business owner, this is what you do. Whoever sets the appointment, that's a human being. First of all, you got to make sure they're a friend on Facebook. We're talking about Facebook primarily here. Then we book them into the Google Calendar. I'm going to get very specific here. So this is my Google Calendar for next week. You can see, for example, I've got a call with, let's choose someone else. I've got Christine here. Oh, actually, you know what? Here's here. Here's Kevin right here. Kevin's on this call, so let's use Kevin. Hope you don't mind me. Is your phone number in that? Hide your phone number. Everybody call Kevin. I hope you're not, don't have a problem with it. Anyway, let me close this for a second. So I've booked in, we've got Kevin booked in here on the calendar. We have different color codes for different types of calls. Okay. So Kevin is booked in here. Let's grab one booked by one of our team though, because he came through Calendly. Let's have a look at this week just gone, so that we've done one here. Let's go. All right, let's take a look. So Fritz here is in Canada. So when they're booked in the calendar, what kind of call they are, the full name. So appointment says it's good for you. Full name, where in the world they are, what time in their time zone, and the phone number. We put their email in there, and we need to set up the email reminders 24 hours before, 1 hour before. So whoever's using Google Calendar, if it's you as the business owner or your appointment setter, make sure all appointments get an email notification 24 hours before and 1 hour before. The Zoom details and links in there as well. And Grace, who booked the appointment, you can see there, has put where they've come from. They downloaded our appointment setting kit. So I know what type of lead they are. Okay, so first of all, they're going to Google Calendar. Second of all, is we create, if it's just you, you're already connected with them. But if you have an appointment setter, what the appointment setter does is this. So the appointment setter creates a group chat. Who's hiring? So let's go. So Stephanie, let's say Stephanie, Princess books an appointment with you. Stephanie, Princess will create a group chat. Okay, we have color codes for everything because we have a lot going on. So this is Fritz booked in for a free business consultation. And we have blue for business consultations. We open this up. We have blue for business coaching consultations. We have purple for VA consults. We have red for referrals. We have a color code system. We have a digital service agency, which can't say too much. We're in a transition for. We're launching some pretty big things the next few weeks. You're going to find out about. But we have a color code system. Okay, if we go back to Fritz here, what's really important is Grace has created this group chat. Okay, and introduces us. Hey, Fritz, please meet Jason, the founder. This is when your free business consultation is. Here's a link for the form. Please fill in this form. And we have these little gifts here. So our appointment setters has these cool little gifts when they create this group chat and connect with the sales. Oh, I'm Grace, your angel. Okay, that's pretty cool. And so we create this group chat. Now, Curtis, when you do this yourself, you don't need to create a group chat because, well, it's just you and the person, the prospect. Okay, you would send a similar form. Hey, looking forward to a call at this time, this date. Once you get the form, please fill in this form and go from there. Okay, so we want to have that on Facebook, if that makes sense. This is for the triage. No, this is no triage call. This is just the appointment. This is a sales call. Okay. Now you'll notice in here. See, it says in here. Also, I booked you in for a short confirmation call. We don't use the term triage with prospects. It's weird. If I say, hey, we booked you for a triage call, people are like, what? I'm going to hospital? Right? It's an internal term. So you can see here, Grace has sent this message here. Please meet Jason. This is your consult. Here's the form. Also, I booked you in for a confirmation call here. And you'll see it in her calendar. She'll put it in her calendar because she's... So the awesome thing about Google Calendar is all my sales team, all my coaches, Noemi's calendar, the triage call calendar, all in here, and I can see all appointments for the entire business in Google Calendar. I love it. If you want to use a different platform like Go High Level, this is actually integrated to Go High Level, by the way. Integrated Go High Level link to Calendly. If you want this, let me send it to you. Here is the message. Now you can access these scripts in the portals. But here is the message. Oh, it's too long. I'll post it in the group tomorrow. Yeah. So Princess creates the appointment. That's what she'll use. I'll post the script for that. It's actually in the portal, Stephanie, as well. At this stage, I wouldn't worry about triage calls for you, Stephanie. Maybe soon. I think we need a chat. I need a bit more information. But I know you're pretty busy and you said you can't fit any more appointments. So if you have, say, Princess doing a 10-15-minute triage call, make sure the form's filled out the day before. Then you do a one-on-one sales call, 30-45 minutes. They're fully qualified. That's going to save you a lot of time. So it's probably a good strategy for you to put in place. But this group chat that's created has all the details. If there's a triage call or not, that's in there. Okay. The form, if you have a form, that's in there. Okay. Now, if you're just starting out, Curtis is getting started this week, doesn't have a form, doesn't have an appointment setter. He'll just send, Fritz, looking forward to our call. Details below. Here's a Zoom link. Put all that stuff in there, right? Nice and easy. Kevin sent me a message. Awesome. So they're added as a friend. They're added to Google Calendar. We create a group chat with the salesperson. So if it's just you, you don't need to do that. But if you have an appointment setter, okay, so we have sales team, right? So the appointment setter will create a group chat. Does anyone have salespeople working for you? The appointment setter books in the appointment with the salesperson, adds the prospect and salesperson to a group chat, and myself, the business owner. So Stephanie, if you had a closer or a salesperson, and Princess booked the appointment with Tom, your salesperson, Princess would create a group chat with Tom, you, and the prospect, and introduce, because you want to It's not about micromanaging. You want to be able to access everything in a thing. I want to see all appointments. I want to access all data, all tracking, all. I want to be able to access everything. Slack, we can access everything. I can see all of the angels, I can see everything all VAs did all week, every day last week, times they work and everything. I haven't been in there for a month. We've got team to do that, but I have access to it. Yeah. Yeah, you want to close as soon as possible. Here's the awesome thing about a closer. We are launching a sales academy in a few months where you can, who would like to be able to hire affordable salespeople and closers trained by me personally? Yeah. Yeah. We're launching in about 2 months our sales academy where think of the VA system where you get an online portal, we train them, all that cool stuff. You get to interview them. Imagine the VA model, but instead of hiring VAs from us, appointment setters, social media managers, video editors, you're hiring closers and salespeople trained by me in our system, everything. Yeah. Coming soon. Stay tuned. I had some pretty big announcements the next few weeks. It's going to be awesome. Okay. Now we also welcome them in the private group. So in your private group, the Grace will post in the group, welcome, Jason's looking forward to your call, right? We have a bonus thing that we do called double dipping. We have a bonus thing called double dipping. What is double dipping? When appointment setters are commenting on posts to send people the free offer, when appointment setters book in the appointment, when people are communicating, we have a strategy called double dipping. What is double dipping? I'm glad you asked. After Grace sent that details, Grace sent, also you're invited to our upcoming social media traction marketing workshop. Here's the details. So Grace, whenever Grace does this, also sends an invite to the next event. So imagine Stephanie Princess books a time in with you, okay, sends the pre-qualifying form and everything, also invites them to the next event. You want to keep people coming back to events, keep serving and helping people, keep them around the campfire. So that's a really cool strategy. We already started that last year. It's pretty new. Any questions on that? So you can see the importance of the daily content and always having a next event, a webinar, a workshop, a challenge, prize draw, especially once you've got an appointment setter. If it's just you in the beginning, 1 or 2 events a month is fine. Always having a next webinar, something like that is fine. But as you get bigger and as you have setters, you want more options for the guys as well. Webinars, workshops, and challenges are all different, have different strengths and weaknesses, but they're all group sales. Okay. So essentially, like if you look at a webinar, which is, for those in the group business coaching program, you're going to start with a fortnightly webinar. For you guys in the US, fortnight is a game. You call it bi-weekly, every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, you're going to do a webinar. Okay. We do the webinar, we sell on the webinar, we follow people up, and we book an appointment, which is pretty cool. I'm going to teach you how to do that. Any questions so far? Is that good? Useful? We've got just over an hour to go. Okay. Now, human appointment setting is the most qualitative way to book appointments in the service industry. You're not going to be human beings having conversations with human beings for booking appointments qualitatively from a customer service perspective. It's just harder to scale, which is why we start with that and we build. If it's just you don't have money for ads and for hiring full-time appointment setters or whatever. Although I recommend hiring an appointment setter. All of you should be hiring somebody just for appointments as quickly as possible, just to book appointments. Yeah. I don't recommend evergreen webinar. Evergreen webinars, they're not as powerful anymore. So a couple of things. So if you're doing evergreen webinars, you got to look at why you're doing events. If you've got an evergreen webinar, you're not going to get repeat prospects come back. You're not going to have the same people keep coming back. I want people to keep coming back and bring friends and buy and rebuy and upsell. You can upsell in as well. So number one. Number two, webinars are getting more. If it is evergreen, you're probably going to be doing paid ads or promoting in a way through a funnel, right? The problem with that is that people are less likely now than ever to enter in the details organically or in a paid ad to sit down and watch a webinar for an hour pre-recorded. That is getting harder. The stats don't lie. The stats are there to support it. I'm not saying don't have an evergreen. I'm just saying if you do have an evergreen, also have new regular webinars on the go as well. Yeah. Like for example, like we rotate events. So certain webinars I do once a year. There's certain workshops I do once or twice a year. Same as challenges. I've got a set group of core events. Yeah. Evergreen webinar now scraps. Right now, I wouldn't worry about an evergreen webinar, Stephanie. No, for you, I think there's a better option. So Stephanie's in the business coaching program. I'm happy to be a bit more direct and assertive with you guys. Let's go like really in depth now and talk about Calendly. because people just don't know how to use Calendly. They don't know how to set up and they don't know when to use it. Who's got Calendly set up right now? Who's using Calendly? If you don't know what Calendly is, it's an automated scheduling system where you can send people a link and they can book in a time for a call. Who's got Calendly? Just say me in the chat. If you're a business owner, if you've got Calendly set up, I guarantee you're not using it properly. Use Go High Level? Yeah, awesome. Go High Level will have who's using Calendly or the equivalent? Who has an automatic scheduling system you can send someone a link? Calendly, Go High Level, any other platform, whatever the platform is. Yeah. If you're using an automatic scheduling system where you send people a link, I guarantee you're using it wrong. And I'm going to share that with you now. Yeah. So first of all, how do we actually use Calendly? Now, again, we're talking about human to human appointment setting here. If it's just you, you're doing it. If you have an appointment setter, they're doing it. You can see why I want an appointment setter as soon as possible. So you can have them doing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a day on it. So you can do other things. You're better off spending your time doing sales calls, to be honest. If you can spend your time creating the content, delivering the events, and delivering sales calls, your business is going to blow up. Yeah. But if you outsource it all, if you got somebody else generating you leads, you got somebody else booking appointments, someone else selling the appointments, someone else servicing the new clients, you now have a real business. Welcome. Yeah. CRQ365. Yeah. Whatever platform you're using, same process, right? First of all, is you want to optimize. You want to optimize whatever it is you're using, Calendly, Go High Level, or any other platform. Regardless of what the platform is, you want to optimize it. Here's a couple of things quickly about optimizing it. I wanted to go directly into my Calendly. You'll notice that like this is our website, but if you notice our website and funnels, like we embed Calendly into the page, just looks much better. So when you look at your Calendly, first things first, I'm not logged into my Calendly. I'm on a new laptop, so I'm not going to waste time on that now. But you can still see it. So when you create Calendly, very clear on what it is. Now, the label that you use is important because if I say, hey, we're going to do a free strategy call, and you're a business coach, the problem is they're going to expect free coaching, which is why I also don't like the term free coaching session, free coaching call, because people think they're going to get strategy. Now they can ask questions, but it's a free business consultation. You know? If you have a look here, it's a free 45-minute business consultation, see how we can fast track your business goals. There may or may not be an option to continue to work together in one of our one-on-one or group business coaching programs. I don't want to sideswipe people on calls. I want people to get on a call and know that we're here to talk about business coaching, to know what the basic prices are, to make sure that the decision made. You want to get on a sales call and have all that stuff dealt with. Okay. Again, where the triage call, discovery call comes in. I don't mind the term discovery call. It just feels very salesy to me. When we have conversations with people, some of you might have experienced this. I'll say, how would you feel if we jump on a quick call, have a chat, and go from there? I want to avoid a lot of that. So I use free business consultation here. What about connection call? Yeah, I love connection call. That's great. Free connection call. Yeah, I love that. I think that's really cool. Yeah. I was calling my business breakthrough call. The problem is, what's the problem? Well, everything that you label, don't look at it from your perspective, but the receiver. If I'm booking a free breakthrough call, I'm expecting a breakthrough. Does it make sense? If that's what they're getting, then fine, do that. But let's call it what it really is. Yeah. Staged application interview. Yeah, I mean we've got all different ones as well. Like for our VA one, we got this one now. Interview 4 quantum virtual assistants for free. So it's a free call. And we have a form here that people fill out and actually takes them to Calendly. It's a shame I don't have my Calendly open, sorry. So we've got all different Calendly ones. Yeah, if you're stuck on that, you can let me know, but keep it pretty casual. Where is this thing? Okay. What's really important about this is you want to embed your pre-qualifying form. So in the next week or two, in the next couple of weeks, everybody in the group business coaching program, we're going to be setting up your Calendly or your equivalent. And you're going to embed your pre-qualifying questions into Calendly. So you actually don't need a form because it's going to be in here, even though we are going to set up a form. And you can model mine. So make sure you've got name, email, phone number. Pay the $9 a month or whatever it is for phone number on Calendly or whatever system you're using. One, you're collecting phone numbers, but two, more importantly, you can set up the same as Calendly to send SMS reminders 24 hours before, 1 hour before. GoHello is awesome as well because you got phone and SMS system on there. Huge fan. I want people to get an SMS and an email 24 hours before and 1 hour before. Yeah. So you can set that up as well. So name, email, phone number, and location, those four are on every landing page ever that we ever do, period. Now, what are the most important things? Their location, their affordability, and their mindset. So I want those questions in there as well. So just some basic things about Calendly. So basically setting up or equivalent. So how do we use Calendly? How do most people send Calendly? So Kat, if I'm having a conversation with you and you agree to jumping on a call and I say, hey, let's jump on a call, see how I can get your business 20,000 a month. You're like, that'd be awesome. All right. I've asked you the basic pre-qualifying questions. Okay. And you've passed. And I'm about to book you in for an appointment. If I send you, Kat, a link to Calendly and say, hey, here's my schedule, book in a time that's convenient for you. Who has control over booking the appointment, me or you? If I send any of you a Calendly link, who has control over the appointment? Me, the appointment setter, or you, the receiver, the prospect? The receiver. But who do you want to have control over booking the appointment? The appointment setter. VAs and appointment setters. Are you making this mistake? Now, there's a time and place to use Calendly. I'm going to show you how to use it properly. Yeah, the setter. You want the setter to have an appointment. Now, remember, we're talking about booking appointments human to human here. That's what we're talking about. So, yes, there is a place. I want to use all the resources, 100%. So, this is when we use them. Number one, okay, I'm having a chat to you, Kevin. You're pre-qualified, you're ready to book in. And what I do instead is I say to Kevin, I wanted to make that. Kevin, where in the world are you? I know you're in California. I can look at California, what time it is in California, whatever it is. I can do, I always give two times. How is 2 p.m. tomorrow or 3 p.m. Monday, right? I always do a double blind for NLPers, A or B option. Appointment setters having conversations book manually keeps you in control of the appointment. Okay. Now, Kevin is going to choose one of those times, or he's going to say he can't do it. If he chooses, I book him in. We've already gone through booking. If he cannot make either of those, I'll give him two new times. Do not make the mistake of going, when's good for us to chat? No. Give them two options always. You might even go, if you're getting a bit of resistance, I might go, hey, is morning or afternoon easier for you? Yeah. Okay. Now, Kevin's going to choose a time and I'm going to get him booked in. If I do that 3 times and Kevin can't find a time, or who gets this? I need to check my schedule or talk to my partner or check with my boss or whatever. If somebody needs to go away and check something and come back, that's when I use the Calendly. Because now I might get an appointment before they come back. So I might say, I understand. Here's my calendar for you to book a time as once you do. If I haven't heard from you, I will message you again in 24 hours. So at least this way, I might get an appointment without me having to follow him up. And if I haven't, I still follow him up 24 hours later. Okay. So when I get a fence sitter, when I get somebody who needs to check their schedule, etc., manually is the only time I put my calendar in. This actually happened to me yesterday. I was booking in an appointment. This is why I have color code so I can find people. It was a referral. Yes, it was. I hope this one here. See here, I'm having a chat with someone. This is a referral. It's red. And I'm like, hey, see here, look, how would you feel about jumping on a call next week, have a chat, see if we're a good fit, go from there. Okay. I preach what I practice. Yes. And I've gone, how's 6 p.m. Sunday or 6:30 Tuesday, like what I just said? Not available. Let me check my calendar and follow up with you. What have I done? This is our calendar. This is our calendar link here with the video. And I've sent an audio saying what I just said. Use audios more, guys. Not videos, audios for prospects. Use audios always. At some point, it's a great way to build rapport. It's more personable. Audios, they're also faster when done properly. Use more audios. VAs and angels and appointment setters, use more audios. Okay. The other time we use Calendly is when we do content, calls to action. So I'm doing a video, I'm doing a blog, I'm doing whatever. Hey, if you want to jump on a call to see how we can help you solve this problem or get this thing you want, comment free call below, comment below, and we'll send you the details. Now, if you're doing the setting or your setter, if they're doing the setter, can reach out to them, send them a DM with the link. To manually book them or with the link. But the link in particular for Calendly, is they comment on the post and send the Calendly link in the post. Okay. The other time we use Calendly is in emails. I don't want to be going, hey, reply to this email to book a time. I put the link in the email. Events. Okay, I'm going to do this at some point today. For those that aren't yet a client, who wants to jump on as a thank you for joining this a training? I want to give all of you that aren't yet a paying business coaching client a free 45-minute consultation with me to answer any questions you have and see if we're a good fit and plug into one of the programs. Post the Calendly every event you do in the Zoom chat at some point. I normally do it towards the end as a thank you for showing up. There's a couple of appointments on every event. Okay. The other thing is we use it on two-step appointment setting funnels, which I believe is the best way to use them, and I'm going to talk about them shortly. Any questions thus far? Does that help? Who agrees that's a much better ways to use Calendly? Okay. You can use them via ads and AI. We're going to touch on ads and AI quickly as well. You're the voice note queen. Just don't make them more than 2 minutes at longest. I got one the other day that was 10 minutes. I'm like, oh my goodness. I love you, brother, but 10 minutes is a long audio. Drank my coffee, listened to it. As a paying client, I'll listen. If you send me a 10-minute voice note as a paying client, I'll listen to it. I don't know about longer than 10, but keep it under 2 minutes. I mean, under a minute ideally, but I wouldn't go over 2 minutes. Under a minute ideally, but no. VAs and angels would love to see you guys doing that as well. Yeah. So the fourth pillar. So what's pillar one? Pillar one of appointment setting is what? Who remembers? Pillar one of appointment setting. No, it wasn't from Nathan. No. Can you use voice notes DM over typing? To DM over typing. Instead of typing? Yeah, I prefer voice notes. I love voice notes, 100%. So every day, like if you look at my calendar, have you guys noticed what's in my calendar every day? See here? 90 minutes at the pool of sun. Every day I get 90 minutes of vitamin D if the sun's shining. For most days where I am, I can do that. Guess what I'm doing in those 90 minutes? I'm working on my phone. Guess what a lot of that time is? In my DMs and voice notes. That's allocated time for that. Yeah. Back to first pillar is prospecting. What's the second pillar of appointment setting? Second pillar of appointment setting? Second pillar of appointment setting, who remembers? Starts with P. Yeah, pre-qualifying, ideally fully qualifying, but yeah. Third pillar of appointment setting, the part most of us focus on, booking the appointment. Pillar 4 is the confirmation system. How much does it suck when you put all this time and energy into it, Arnell, put all this time and energy into it, Curtis, and you book an appointment, spend time with them, you do all the right things, and they don't bloody show up. Every level brings a new devil. Your devil right now is quantity of appointments. I wouldn't even get too caught up in quality, to be honest. Now, you might have resistance towards what I just said or disagree with that. But what's more important, quality or quantity? Who agrees quality is more important? Quality is more important. Let's look at the human body. We have 3 macronutrients. Yeah. We have carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Which of those 3 sources of fuel does the body use first? Who knows? Carbohydrates breaks it down to sugar. We have disaccharides, monosaccharides, complex, simple. All carbohydrates broken down into some sort of simple sugars or what we call monosaccharides, right? But what is the preferred source of fuel for the body? Fats. That's why we store it. It's the best source of fuel long-term for the body. But we use the sugar first. Sugar is not the primary source of fuel for the body. It's the first source we use. We should need to change the wording. Same as the brain. What's the first source of fuel the brain uses? Sugar. But the preferred source of fuel for the brain is actually ketones. Anyone that has any understanding of ketosis? Yeah. Okay. So I've spent over 2 decades studying nutrition, so have a fair idea. So quality is more important than quantity. But you cannot have quality of a relationship without a relationship. Yeah. You cannot have quality of conversation without a conversation. So what comes first in the steps? Quantity. Focus on getting quantity first, then focus on the quality. And now you're getting the appointments. Let's start getting them to show up. Every level brings a new devil. And once you start getting them to show up, what's the next challenge? Converting them. Now you're converting them. What's the next challenge? Keeping them. In fact, those who've heard of Alex Hormozi says that's the #1 rule in business. Don't lose clients. Took me a lot of years to get that. Something Noemi and I work on a lot now at the moment, don't we, Noemi? Warren Buffett says #1 rule of investing is what? Don't lose money. Rule number two, see rule number one, right? Alex Hormozy and Warren Buffett get it. So yes, quality is important, but focus on quantity first. Now we want to have an in-depth process to have at least 80% showing up. I call it the 80-80-80 principle. I want 80% of people showing up, 80% of people signing up, and 80% of people staying in. So 80% retention. This is over a 6-month period. Okay. So this comes down to 3 abilities: leadership, sales, and coaching. These are the 3 pillars I teach all of my business coaches that are hired over the years. I teach them how to be greater leaders. How do we determine how good someone is as a leader? If we ask John C. Maxwell, arguably the greatest trainer of leadership in the world right now, he will tell you that leadership is one thing: influence. Influencing people to take action. The greater you are as a leader, the more people are going to show up. Okay? Yeah. 80% of people signing up, better you are as a salesperson. 80% of people staying in, better you are as a coach. Who's a coach here? If you want to be a world-class coach, there's 3 things you need to master. Coaching is one, you're already working on that. Sales is the second, leadership is the third. The greatest coaches in the world are the greatest leaders, salespeople, and coaches, because the same principle. Okay. So what has this got to do with the confirmation process? I want 80% of people showing up. That is your target. All of you want to aim for building a business. We have 80% show rate minimum, 80% sign up minimum, 80% retention over 6-month period minimum. Okay. Obviously higher if you can. How do we get people to show up? Okay. I booked in for a webinar 2 weeks ago. It was an AI webinar. I was actually really excited for it. I put it in my calendar. I got everything set up: SMS, email, put it in my Google Calendar, everything. 2 hours after it finished, I was like, shit, I missed the webinar. And I had everything set up. It happens to the best of us. It happens to people. When you book people in for something free, one, they don't value it as much, which is why a lot of people try to avoid it. I think that's a mistake, avoiding free calls, to be honest. You're missing out on a lot of sales in what we do. Number one, that's why a lot of people avoid it. Number two, that's where the pre-qualifying comes in. But number 3 is we want to have an in-depth confirmation system. So I want people to be thinking about the appointment every day. So the confirmation process is this. We put them in a Google Calendar and they get an email 24 hours before and 1 hour before. If we have a system set up for SMS, so they're booked through Calendly or they're booked through GoHello or something like that, you have SMS feature, SMS to the phone 24 hours before, 1 hour before. Okay. I also want them to get a message on the Facebook chat the day before. So Stephanie, if you're doing a sales call and Princess books in a sales call, creates a group chat, they'll get an email, they get contacted by phone, but you as whoever the salesperson is, so if I'm selling or Stephanie's selling, or if you have a salesperson, they will confirm in the Facebook event, Facebook chat. Okay. And somebody needs to post a reminder in there as well about the Zoom link. So the Zoom link is in the Google, the Zoom link's in the SMS, the Zoom link is in the Facebook message. Is that too much? How many people still miss the call after all of that have confirmed? The triage call the day before is a confirmation call, which is like why I like it as well. But here is what I found to be the number one determining factor that guarantees people show up. 80% of people that you speak to on the phone the day before, either triage call or confirmation call, will show up. So if you don't have a triage call, you want to ring them day 4. Now, if it's just you, I encourage you to ring it. Somebody should ring your prospect the day before. It's just great customer service. Hey, Curtis, just give me a call because we've got a business consultation tomorrow. Just want to make sure that you're all set up, you filled in the form, that you're all good. Is there any reason why you need to change? If so, let me know now. I can reschedule you. I want to give them a chance to reschedule because if that's going to be the case, because I'd rather somebody reschedule than a no-show. I just don't want no-shows at all. We should not get them, period. Okay. So if it's just you, I recommend you ring them. Okay. You're probably not going to SMS them at this stage. Okay. You can use Skype to call international. If you have an appointment set up, booking the appointment, they will ring them the day before. I have Noemi. Noemi is my executive assistant. So she takes care of my schedule. She takes care of my Zoom links and she does all the calls. So my appointment setters aren't doing any confirming because I have an assistant. My assistant does that, my VA. For me, I don't. A VA is not just a VA, there's different roles. I have virtual assistants, I have executive assistants, I have customer service managers, I have appointment setters, I have social media managers, I have Facebook group managers, I have a LinkedIn manager, right? So as you get bigger and you have the financial justification, you can specify roles. Yeah, that's awesome, Curtis. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Ring them the day before, guys. I can't tell you how important that is, how powerful it is. Who does that, by the way? When's the last time you booked an appointment with someone rang you the day before? It's just great customer service. This whole process is built on customer service. And pillar five is the follow-up. The fortune's what? In the follow-up. You guys are not following up. In a nutshell, here is my suggestion for follow-up. I encourage everyone to take a screenshot of this slide because this is huge. This is where a lot of you are missing out on appointments, money, sales, clients. I just realized that's a stock photo with stock stuff on there. Sorry about that. I missed that. Creating slides is not one of my strengths, so I actually did these slides myself. It took me about 3 freaking hours, but so hopefully you absorb the content and the information and not the terrible slides because I know that they're average at best. So anyway, the content is what we're focusing on. Your follow-up's not good. None of your follow-up's good. It's all terrible. VAs and appointment setters, your follow-up's terrible. You're not even follow-up. Here's the thing: so if we look at appointment setting, we have 4 types of people. We have people we're communicating with that haven't booked in yet. Okay. Now, VAs and angels, appointment setters, that should be the first thing you do. You start shift, you have a meeting with your client, you're going through your DMs. Look, who are you speaking to that's not yet booked? Continue the conversation. You got people that booked and didn't show up for some reason. They canceled or didn't show up. You got people that showed up and didn't buy the service. And you got people that did show up and did buy the service. These are the 4 people we want to be following up. So here's what we personally do. Every day we follow up the people not booked. So every day we look at the DMs, okay? The people we've conversed with through the DM script that haven't booked yet, and we continue the conversation, aim to book them in for appointment. Every day. Every Monday, we look at calendar from last week. Now you'll notice what I do is we track all this. So see here, Stacy has an S, okay? Arena, hey Arena, how you doing? Has an S. Mojgan has sold. Stephanie has sold. Kat, there's Kat. I haven't finished it. I'll finish it for the week. But what we do is after the appointments, I'll do my tracking tomorrow morning, update it. But what we do is in the Google Calendar, we put S if they showed up, NS if they not showed, XLD if they canceled, sold if they purchased. All right. We're in business, we're in sales. All right. Just make sure you don't send them the notification that that's been updated. It doesn't need to be. So we track all of that. So what we'll do on Monday, who are the people that didn't show up for whatever reason? We'll aim to book them back in for an appointment, bring them, DM them, etc. So when you guys are allocating 2 or 3 or 4 hours a day for appointment setting, yourself and your setter, this is the stuff you should be doing in there. If you were to Stephanie, you've had a lot of appointments. Stephanie, imagine if you went through the last 3 months of everyone that didn't show up to the appointment and you followed those people up. What's that number? Probably a big number. Carissa, probably same for you. Okay, Carissa. Yeah, awesome. Thank you. So every Monday, we follow up the people that didn't show. And every first Monday of the month, we follow everybody up. Who didn't, we follow up everybody. So we follow up the people not showed. We follow up the people that weren't sold. And we also follow up the people that were sold. So Arnell, when you book an appointment, if they become a client, appointment setters, you should be messaging. So we got Princess booking appointment for Stephanie. Princess, the day after the appointment, should be following up. Appointment setters, your job does not finish when the appointment's booked. Appointment setters, whoever's booking the appointment, you as the business owner or your appointment setter, should be following them up, especially if you're hiring an appointment setter, VAs and angels. Hey, just want to follow up, see how your call went with Stephanie. Oh, you missed it? Let me get you rescheduled. Oh, it went well? Awesome. Okay. Are you coming to our next event? Whatever, keep them campfire. If they signed up, hey, Stephanie, I see that you had a call yesterday with Jason. I saw that you've joined the business coaching program. Welcome aboard. Excited to have you. Did you get your welcome letter and everything sorted? Oh, you're hiring a VA with us. Awesome. Did you get your welcome letter and have you got your interview booked yet? Awesome. We do this as a team. We all work together as a team, right? So I would recommend anyone that's old school, Curtis, you might remember the 131 system. When we used to do face-to-face sales, we'd get a file, and you know the binders, 1 to 31, that represent dates of a month. And what we do is when I was a personal trainer, we'd fill in the form and let's say the day, I don't know what today's date is. Let's say it's the 18th. We put the form under 18, and every day we turn to whatever that page is and we make a note and we follow them up, ring them. Have a follow-up system in place that works for you and your team. Okay, this is a good place to start. We have one that we actually have a full spreadsheet mapped out over 12 weeks that you're all in. If you've signed up with us in the last 12 weeks, that we have a 12 weekly planner that we move you through, and each week there's something different. Yeah. Okay. So this is if it's just you in the business, that's what you're doing. Okay. Once you've got a couple of clients, 2, 3, 4, 5 clients, you want to hire an appointment setter. Heck, even if it's not through us, you're going to want to have a setter. It's going to double your appointments. It's going to offload a lot of that time. You're starting to get busier. There's not enough time in the day for you to do all of those things. You want to have a setter to make, once you've got a setter, you don't need to make any phone calls. Setter does all the calls. Setter can set up the Zoom link. Setter can do all the DMs. You now don't have to do DMs or as many. You don't have to do any phone calls. You don't have to do the email. You can cut your workload 80%. 80% you can cut. I would recommend when you're hiring a appointment setter that you keep doing it with your setter. In fact, what I recommend is that if you hire a setter 2 hours a day, 4 hours a day, is you spend at least an hour or two with them every day on a call doing it together, especially DMs. Yeah. If you do an event for a webinar, you can both DM and follow up half. Your appointment setter can ring them, book them in, and email them and aim to book them in. Hiring an appointment setter as soon as you can is the best thing you can do. Hiring an appointment setter is the fastest way to grow your business, the lowest cost, highest return investment for a small or newer business. As soon as you can justify it. If you've got a job and you're starting out, hire one straight away. Don't wait for 5 clients. Jace, you're just saying that trying to sell me. No, I'm not. I've been saying it for 15 years. If I lost everything today, I lost everything. First thing I'll do on Monday is hire an appointment setter. And I'd have that appointment setter help me build my Facebook group and book them in for appointments. That's the first thing I would do. No income. Yeah, I'd get a sales call within the first few days, use that money to pay for the setup. That's exactly what I would do. Even if I was homeless, legit what I would do. Okay. So a lot of what we just went through, the appointment setter can do for you as well. So you would apply that to the appointment setter. Additional to that though, once you hire a setter, you can now scale your business. You can double the amount of appointments. You should be booking 5 or 10 appointments a week yourself. Now you got a setter. That's going to guarantee your 10 to 15 minimum appointments. Guarantee it. Stephanie's laptop's dead. Okay, cool. So when you hire an appointment setter, you cannot just wave your magic wand and say, book me solid. 3 things you want to give your appointment setter immediately. Number 1 is the scripts. DM scripts and the phone scripts. Grab my scripts from the portal, personalize them. Number 1. Number 2 is have your pre-qualifying system in place. Is it beginner, intermediate, or advanced? Is it just the 3 questions? Is it the form? Is it the triage call? Get that in place. Number 3, you've got to communicate with your appointment setter who your avatar is. Who is your dream client? The avatar worksheet is in both portals. Business coaching clients, we do that next week. Okay. You want to have that set up. Then you want to have a daily meeting with your setter every day. Set the target for today, give them the task for the day, and every day look at the DMs they sent yesterday. Do it with them. Whenever you hire somebody, don't just send them messages to go and do your tasks. It's not going to work out. Get in the trenches, pick up the shovel, and dig dirt with them. Richard Branson once said if he lost everything and he started all over again, let's say he to start a gold mine, he'd buy a shovel and he'd start shoveling himself. Find a bit of gold, he'd hire another shoveler. They would dig together. He would then get some more gold, build a team, hire a manager to manage the team. And when he got big enough, he'd remove himself from that and go start another business. Pretty smart. If you want to get to the gold, you got to dig through the dirt, especially when it's just you or a couple of us or a couple of you. You got to get dirty, dig the dirt to get to the gold. No one else is going to do it for you. Now, if I am digging for gold and I hire one other person and we're digging together, are they going to work faster, slower, or better, alone or together? Together. We're going to run together. We're going to do it together. It's a huge mistake people make when hiring salespeople, closers, appointment setters, lead generators, marketing. Huge mistake, right? Now, if I go, okay, off you go and dig gold, it's probably not going to work out very well, right? Yeah. Yeah, we're doing this together. I would, again, if I lost everything, I'd hire an appointment setter on Monday, and we would spend 2 hours on the Zoom call together and work together in a Zoom call, like if we're in an office. That's what we would do. Yeah. So I do a daily meeting. We do training, so you can find my training in the portal, how I do speed training. One of the first things I do with my appointment setters is I do speed training. I teach them how to send DMs faster. I teach them how to get faster. I've got all that in the portal. We do role play together. Once they start making phone calls, we do role play. And we have a system called Tell, Show, Watch, Go, and we train them in making phone calls. Okay. Once we have a team of setters, we even do a blitz. So in my last offline business, we had 3 personal training studios. We had a head office. We had 6 business coaches. We had life coaches, and we had nutrition coaches. We had 16 of us at head office. 14 of the 16 of us sold. Every Friday, is anyone in Perth, Western Australia? Every Friday, our head office was in Victoria Park, opposite a really famous pub called the Broken Hill. But every Friday, we'd all get together in the boiler room at one table. We'd all pull out our mobile phones and laptops, and we would hit the phone, and we would put on the board how many appointments everyone had for the following week, and everyone had to have at least 10, and they weren't allowed to leave the room till they had 10. They'd tick it off. And we'd all make calls together. It was pretty loud. Every time we booked a call, we'd high five everyone. If we didn't, we'd do 10 push-ups. And what I actually did is I put a $500 bar tab on at the hotel across the room, across the office. Whoever hit that target first was the first to go and able to attack the bar tab, right? It's a very Perthian thing for anyone in Perth, right? Yeah. And how can you duplicate that online? You are a leader. You are the business owner, and you're treating it like a hobby. Yeah. Okay. And then also I want to give bonuses. So two bonuses I give to my setter. So Princess, if you book 5 appointments, I'll give you $50, $30 cash bonus. So when I'm hiring a setter, I want them to book at least 5. When it's just me, I want to book at least 10. Once I hire a setter, we're going to book at least 5 each. So we do it together, and Princess can see me do it together. Once Princess is booking 10, I can kind of remove myself and hire another setter, and then the setters will do it without me. Same process with sales and closing. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to offer bonuses. Jason's very, yeah. We do double bonus days sometimes. We do double bonuses. So the first thing to do is if you hit the target of 5 or 10, whatever target is, $30 bonus. But Princess, any appointments you book that become a paying client will gift you another $50 bonus. This is what I do for my setters. They hit the target, $30. Any appointment. Last week, we got 2 clients in Laurie. She got $100 bonus last week, right? So that in a nutshell is what we do. Okay. I'm not going to go through that now. If you're hiring a VA through us and want to learn more in depth exactly how I train them, you can find the training in the portal. If you go to the portal, let me show you actually. If we go to the portal, how are we going for time? Pretty good. If you have a look at the VA portal, how to train your VA up here. Okay, here's trainings. This is exactly in depth how I do all that. And if you want to check those out. Okay. Who's not yet hiring a VA through us? We're not hiring a VA through us yet. Who's not yet hiring an appointment setter? So to hire an appointment setter through us, it's just $11 Aussie per hour, just under $7 USD. It's about 5.5 quid. If you're not yet hiring an appointment setter to do at least 10 or 20 hours per week, okay, just for appointment setting, I encourage you to do so. I want to offer each and every one of you who would like to be able to interview 4 of our top appointment setters for free, 30 minutes with Noimi's guidance, and see if we can find you an appointment setter 10, 20 hours per week. Who would like to be able to do that? You guys like to be able to do that? Yeah, awesome. So I'd like to be able to I'm going to send through a Calendly link on the Zoom chat right now. If you click on that and book a time, we'll organize an interview for you. We'll find the 4 best appointment setters we can find for you. We'll do an interview next week. There's no obligation. If you decide it's not for you, you don't have to move forward. If you decide it's for you, we can go from there. If you're hiring a VA through us, that's doing a whole heap of things. I recommend getting a second person, an appointment setter just for appointments. If money's tight, don't put financial pressure on yourself, but I encourage you to do so. Here is the form. So while I'm chatting, you can fill this in. I'm sending a link to this landing page now. Okay, you can just fill in the quick form. It'll take you to a thank you page, and you can book a time in my Calendly. Okay, there's the link if you want to book an interview. If you want to interview 4 of our top appointment setters, see if we're a good fit, no obligation. You don't have to continue after that. You can click on that and you can book in your own time. I'll put the link in the Facebook group. If you're watching on YouTube, it'll be in the description section. If you're watching elsewhere, there'll be a link somewhere as well. Okay. I recommend all of you have an appointment set of 20 hours per week as soon as possible. Noemi, I'm happy if any of these guys reach out, I'm happy to do a deal for 10 hours per week. We can hire an appointment setter 2 hours a day to do your DM setting. At the very least, additional to what you're doing. But I do recommend 4 hours a day if they're doing phone calls, email, and DM. Yeah. Even if you don't hire one through us, I don't care. Go somewhere else. Well, I do care, but yeah, yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Okay. So the first step in booking appointments to get booked solid is you're going to do it yourself. Okay. It's up to you. It's up to me. So it's up to you to get 10 appointments. Once you can justify it, okay, you want to hire an appointment setter. Okay. Hire one through us, $11 Aussie per hour. Nice and easy. For you guys in the business coaching program, you're going to get a VA that helps out with social media. They're going to be a social media, excuse me, they're going to help you with your schedule. They're going to help you build your Facebook group, and they're going to help you book appointments. Okay. But once you can justify it, you guys, I recommend everybody gets 3 VAs as quickly as possible. A full-time setter, a video editor, and then an executive assistant. Okay. There's a couple of ways to do this. Sorry, not a video editor. What did I say for? Sorry, social media manager, appointment setter, and an executive assistant. These are the 3 to 4 growth producing activities. Executive assistant can help with your schedule, onboarding, client accounts, all that cool stuff as well. But all of you want a full-time appointment setter as soon as you can. Once you have a full-time appointment, imagine you got somebody 8 hours a day just booking appointments. The return on investment's crazy. Okay, start 10, 20 hours a week and go from there. So step 1 is do it yourself. Bring in a couple of clients. You hire a setter as soon as you can. Get that setter to full-time. When I hire an appointment setter, I put them on 30 days probation, 20 hours per week. If they book at least 5 appointments by week 4, I put them to full-time. If not, I fire them, I interview again, and I go again. I want a full-time setter as soon as possible. Now, if you do have one person doing a couple of things, my recommendation is if you've got one VA, have that one VA building a Facebook group, doing social media, and booking an appointment, social media management point setting. If you've got one VA doing 40 hours per week, okay, they can spend a couple hours on your schedule, yeah, and then the remaining time can go half into appointment setting and half into social media management or more. But at least you're getting 4 hours of setting a day. Until you're getting at least 4 hours of setting a day, 4 hours of setting a day is going to guarantee an appointment a day or pretty close, yeah, from your setup. Okay. So you've got a setter now working and you're getting your 10 or 15 appointments or close to. Step 3 is to set up 2-step appointment setting funnels. Who's in the business coaching program again? You guys in the business coaching program, in 6 weeks, I'm going to help you set up 5 2-step appointment setting funnels. 2-step appointment setting funnels give your setters 4 chances to book an appointment. Let me explain. So a lot of us are taught about sales funnels, setting up tripwire funnels or one-time offer funnels or self-liquidating offer funnels, SLOs or VSLs but most people, when you look at Facebook ads, again, you look at any of the big names, when you see their Facebook ads, what are they selling? What are they using their funnels for? To send you to a link to purchase a digital product, a course, an AI, a software, a landing page. Again, how do we sell primarily in the service industry? Appointments, one-on-one or group. So webinars or one-on-one, right? So doesn't it make sense that we use our funnels, especially organically, but paid as well, to get appointments? Okay, so we can do it organically. We can do it through ads. We can do it through AI. We can do it through funnels. We can do whatever. But we want to drive people to our Calendly. Here is what a 2-step appointment setting funnel is. Here's one I prepared earlier. I believe that you want to have at least 5 free offers put into landing pages as quickly as possible. Because if you have more free offers, it creates goodwill. You can actually show people you can help them by actually helping them. And you can turn your social media followers into email and phone. Remember, the goal of the funnel is to build your socials, turn them into email and phone. They're your 3 lists to be able to book appointments and grow accordingly. So here's an example of a 2-step funnel. You'll notice all my funnels organically at least are 2-step appointment setting funnels. All of them. Okay. So I've got this free playbook, How to Build 100K Months. Actually, a really good book. Took me like 100 hours to write. Okay. Free ebook, How to Launch, Build, and Scale 7-Figure Online Coaching Business. Okay. If you scroll down, there's not a lot on here. It's a pretty short funnel. That's it. And there's a couple of videos here. Okay. When people click on the button, there's 4 fields. They're required. Always the same 4. Name, email, phone, country. So if I enter in my details here, why isn't it? Oh, I'm on a new computer. Oh, there we go. Cool. Okay, guess what's on the thank you page? Whoa, that's not right. I see what's happened here. All right, cool, 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 cool. Let's do this. Just 1 second. I go to a different funnel. That's being updated by the team. Let's grab one of these sales kits, lead gen kits. We just launched all these new courses. I'll show you one of the new courses. Apologies, I had the wrong link open. Just 1 second. Coaches kit. Let's go lead gen, lead gen, lead gen. I'll show you the lead gen one. That's a good one. Thank you for your patience. I had the wrong link open. Lead gen kit for courses. Here we go. Okay, so here's a really popular one at the moment. It's a free lead generation course. We've just launched a bunch of free mini courses. They're actually really they're really hot right now. Here's a free course for online coaches, provides everything you need to generate 1,500 leads a week organically. Okay, there's the 4 fields. You can see here's what you get, etc. Nice simple funnel, right? Okay, when you enter in your details in here, put my email in. Here we go. Why is it doing that, Jason? I'm on a brand new laptop, so all right, that'll do. But when you enter in your details, it takes you to a second page. Guess what's on the second page? Calendly. Okay. So the thank you page I've got here. Congrats, we've sent you your free offer. Sure to watch this video before you go. Okay. And they can book a time for a free business consultation. Okay. And then the second thing that's on our thank you page is our private group. This is how we get people into our private group in there as well. Okay. So why is this so popular, so hot? Well, what I can do is I can do this on my Facebook. I can use this as a call to action on my blog posts, my reels, my short forms, the long forms, everything. I have a free course here for coaches that shows you how to generate 50 plus leads a week. Else wants free access, right? So I can do it as a question, I can do it as a video, I can do it as a blog, I can do it however I want. I can't read that. Let's fix these typos. Fix our typos. Fix a typo. All right. So I can do something like that. Now, when I do a post, a question, a blog, a reel, or any of these pieces of content, let's pin it to the featured. People will comment. As people will comment, Daphne, who manages this group, one manager per group, what she'll do is she'll send people a link in the post. This boosts the algorithm. Okay. And then what she'll do is she'll send them a DM. And when she sends them a DM, she'll aim to book them in for an appointment using the DM script. Okay. Now, that's the first chance to get an appointment. What happens is when people enter the details, we collect the, phone number and email. Okay. And then we get a second chance to book that person in for an appointment if Daphne doesn't get them on DM on the thank you page. Then when somebody downloads this offer, they also get an email. Guess what's in the email? A link to Calendly. Third chance to book an appointment from one person. And what happens within the next few days? Grace will ring this person to make sure that they receive the offer and aim to book them in for an appointment. So not only are we using this to add value to help people, because it's actually a really good mini course, right? People follow it, going to get a result. But we're collecting a phone number and email, and the team are getting 4 chances to book an appointment. See how we're using all 3 mechanisms? Social media, DM, phone, and email. This brings everything together into one simple system. We do it for our events. If you look at any of our events that are on landing pages through ClickFunnels or Go Level, on the thank you page, there's Calendly. Look at any of our VA stuff. Even if you look at the interview, this one here, guess what's on the thank you page? Calendly. I cannot tell you how important and powerful it is. Now, the free offers can be mini courses, could be cheat sheets, could be kits. If you're in fitness, could be meal planners and fitness planners. Could be a mini video series. There's so many different things. In fact, who would like 4 of my top performing 2-step appointment setting funnels free to use what you want? Use how you want. Do you guys like that? I'll post them into the group and you can check them out. Okay. But I encourage everybody to have 5 of those set up. If you're in the business coaching program, hold off on that for now. I'm going to help you set. In the business coaching program, we help you set them up. Also, if you would like, who would like for my team that created all my funnels to create your funnels for you? Would you guys like that? We've got a digital service agency where we do websites, funnels for you, where you can have my team that have done my websites and funnels create your funnels. Okay. If you'd like to learn more about that, you can reach out to me. But you can have my team create your funnels for you, save you a lot of time because it takes time and energy. If you're like me, you're a tech tard. I have no idea how to do all that stuff. I want them to do it, especially setting it up with the emails and everything, right? But they're very simple. They're 2 pages and an email autoresponder. Nice and easy. Now you will need a platform. The platform I just showed you was ClickFunnels. The platform I recommend for you guys though is Go High Level. Go High Level is the greatest all-in-one CRM platform in the world right now. It really is. When we say greatest, it functionally can do the most. You can create funnels in here and your two-step appointment setting funnels. It has an inbuilt automatic scheduling system, so you don't technically need Calendly. You can integrate social media pipeline into it and communicate through social media through your Go High Level. Has SMS and phone features. You can set up auto SMS as well as do all your phone calls through it. It's got everything in one place. It's got workflows. You can create courses in there. You can create websites in there. It's all in one place that's unlike anything else in the world right now. And it's super hot. It has AI integration and API integration, which is incredible. And they've far surpassed ClickFunnels and I'm going to say Kajabi and Kartra as well because it is the greatest all-in-one platform. You can do all those things. There are certain platforms that do individual things better. Like I still believe ClickFunnels, you can do better funnels. That's just a personal thing. I do love ClickFunnels for funnels. There's a lot of things you can't do on ClickFunnels. You can even create communities and stuff in here now. You know how like school, you can create a community, not to the same degree as you can on school, but it really is a great platform. If you're working with us in any way, shape, or form, highly recommend, encourage you use Go High Level. All of my stuff's on Go High Level. You can get access to my stuff of the ClickFunnels Go High Level. Go High Level have a system where you can actually take ClickFunnels and put them into Go High Level as well. So anything we have is on Go High Level ClickFunnels. You can add to your Go High Level platform. You could use ClickFunnels if you wanted to. If you're working with us sooner or later, your appointment center can do everything in Go High Level. Your appointment center can do phone, SMS, email, everything on Go High Level. So we're actually training all of the VAs in Go High Level in 6 weeks actually. Actually, we found out yesterday, Noemi, that we found an expert that's taking the VA angels through 12 hours of formal training. And all of you angels are going to get a certificate in the mail as a qualified, certified Go High Level virtual assistant. All of our angels are going to get that. You don't have to pay for that, angels. The company is paying for it on your behalf. And you're going to be trained in email, SMS, phone, AI, and more with Go High Level. It's going to be 2 2-hour sessions over 3 weeks. 2 2-hour sessions over 3 weeks. So it's going to be 12 hours of training. So all of our VAs will be certified in using Go High Level, and everything and anything is all in one place for the VAs to be able to use through Go High Level. If you don't yet have a Go High Level account, you can get a free 14-day trial. I'll send a link through Zoom now. I'll put the link everywhere else. You can get a free 14-day trial. Check it out. It is a little bit more in depth. So we actually, if you want help setting up your Go High Level, you can have my team set up your Go High Level, integrated all that cool stuff as well. They can set up your email, they can set up your funnels, they can set up your website, then put your courses in there. They can set up the phone and SMS feature. They can set it all up for you. If you want my team to help you set up. Who would like a free trial to Go High Level and check it out? Do you guys like that? Yeah, I got a link here to get a free 14-day trial to Go High Level. Let me find the link for you. Here it is. Okay. But again, I recommend all VAs, all angels, all business owners use it because it's an all-in-one appointment setting platform and more, right? So, oh, what just happened? Anyone using Go High Level? Who's already using Go High Level? I think a bunch of you guys are, aren't you? Okay, thanks, Nicole. Me, yep, cool. Yes, I have Go High Level on it already. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, Go High Level. There's a link to, if you want to get a free 14-day trial, have a play. If you're a bit of a tech tard or you're not tech savvy, there is a lot going on. It's quite user-friendly to use, maybe except for the workflows. But everything and anything I'm sharing with you today, we can help set up. We can provide appointment setters. We can set up your Go High Level. We can create your funnels. We can do all that stuff for you. I know some of it costs money. Well, it all costs money, to be honest, but it is business. Yeah, we use it. Awesome. But again, all our VAs are going to be training you Go High Level as well, which is awesome. Okay. So where you're booking appointments, you've hired a setter, we're using Go High Level. All right, we're at a pretty good amount, and this should take you to at least $10,000 months. I recommend that step 4 for appointment setting is once you get to that 6-figure mark, $8,000 to $10,000 months, you start ads. In fact, I recommend people start ads as soon as you can. And exciting news, we're actually about to launch an ad service. We're announcing it in just a few weeks. So as of April, You can pay my personal team to do and set up all your ads. We're actually training the VAs in how to manage track, and we're putting tracking systems in place as well. So imagine you're hiring a VA through us. They're certified in using Go Level and trained in it. They know how to track and use and help the team with ads. Um, and they're going to be trained and certified in AI. That's what we're doing this year. So our three biggest focuses in the company this year are paid ads, Go Level, and AI. And we're going to be using it heavily in our own businesses and training all of our team and helping you guys who would like some assistance with Go Level, ads, or AI. That's what we're setting up right now. We can help you do that. So once you start paid ads, how do we do that? How do we set it up? Let's take a quick look. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because most of you are not at that point. The problem with ads is to do it yourself takes a lot of time. That means you've got to take time to learn. So as a business owner, it takes away from you spending time with people. The best thing you can do as the business owner is spending time in front of the camera and spending time with people. Most of your time should be in front of the camera, doing content events, or with people, which really is the same. So if you look at Alex Hormozi, Grant Cardone, Gary Vee, you look at the big guys, right? You know, Andy Elliott and these guys now, love him or hate him, Andrew Tate. You look at the big guys. They're with people or in front of the camera most of the time. So that's really what you want to be doing. Okay. The problem is that it takes a lot of time to do ads, or it's very expensive. A lot of people will charge you 1, 2, even 3,000 a week just to run the ads, and that doesn't include ad spend. The awesome thing is that to begin ads, paying for ad spend, you only need 10 or 20 bucks a day to get started. The problem is finding somebody to do it for you. If you're not going to do it yourself, that's not going to cost you a fortune. So we're only going to be charging people a couple of $100 a week and doing some deals to run your ads, take care of it all. We're even putting packages together where we even provide a VA and everything. It's going to be super cool. I've been looking for how long have I been looking, Nomi? I think about 3 years for someone to do this. So we found someone last year. We just spent the last few months setting it up. We're launching it very shortly. But you do want to start ads as soon as possible. Okay. In a nutshell, if we look at Facebook ads in particular, there's something called top, middle, and bottom of funnel. I just want to touch on briefly what I would recommend suggest from an appointment setting perspective. So if you haven't heard these terms before, now Angels, this is probably new for you. It's good for you to understand this. Angels, I want you to understand Facebook ads. I want you to understand AI, and I want you to understand Go Level. Angels, how would you like that? Anil, would you guys like that? It's gonna be a pretty cool year, right? So when you do Facebook campaigns, in particular to Facebook, I normally recommend starting ads there. Meta, you can choose to go to Instagram as well. It probably will. But you have something top, middle, and bottom of funnel. So they're individual ads. So 3 separate ads are part of one main campaign. We create the Facebook campaign to get appointments that are high quality on autopilot. So when it's just you using your own time, when you hire an appointment setter, using your time and money, when you do ads, using money. Money is the fastest way to scale because there's no limit. There's literally unlimited amounts of money on earth. Time is finite. An hour is an hour. We can expand our team and use their time, but it's much slower than money. Money's fast. Money's fast. It's called currency for a reason. Money is constantly moving. Money is never still or stagnant. It's always moving. That's why. So the top of the funnel is we'll have, when we create a Facebook campaign, we have 3 different separate ads. The one for the top of the funnel is to target new people that do not know who you are. If you look at the Facebook group, the public group, this is the top of the funnel for our organic funnel. That's one of the best ways to do it. So we do similar, but for paid ads. The top of the funnel that we're doing an ad for cold people, I normally recommend a free offer, free value that a lot of people are going to want. So for example, we just started ads for VA. We've got a prize draw to win 6 months free VA. It's a free offer with a lot of value that's going to be quantity. A lot of people are going to be interested. If I offer an ebook to a cold audience that don't know who I am, it's not going to get as much traction. So what is a free offer that you have set up out of your 5 offers that a lot of people are going to be drawn to? Carissa, you've probably got something in there to help women flip. You know, you've got some cool stuff in there. So the top of we want it to be something of free value that's going to be quantitative, that lots of people are going to be drawn towards, that doesn't require a lot of credibility. The second ad in the middle of the funnel is to retarget those people or to target people that know of you. Okay, a warm thing. And I'm normally going to recommend an event here for you guys. So your next webinar or your next challenge. So I don't think Charisse is with us, but I got a one-on-one client, Charisse. She does a monthly workshop. And this is what she uses here. She uses her monthly workshop, middle of funnel. So if somebody has downloaded a free offer or got some free value from you, and then they see an event, then they see an ad for your next event, they're more likely to register. This is your live event, okay? And then the bottom of the funnel is to book a call. Okay, this is a direct book a call. Let's get on a call, see how we can heal that trauma, lose that weight, or so forth. By the time they've seen that, they've downloaded a free offer, they've entered a prize draw, they've registered for it if not attended an event. And this is a great way to retarget people that actually attend your events as well. So in a nutshell, that's the basic strategy we use. Now that might seem cookie cutter and it's personalized and different for everybody. But in a nutshell, that is how you can get 5, 10, 20, 50 appointments a week using Facebook ads. Additional to that, you can also do direct ads for events, which I do encourage as well. But I'll more likely tend to put them into the top, middle, and bottom of funnel campaign. Because why are you doing events? To get a clients. What do we do with events after events? We follow them up and book them in for sales calls. Now, remember, an event is a group appointment. So top of the funnel, free value. I like the prize draw personally because people are probably more likely to enter it. It could be an ebook, something like that. Something that is bite-sized and small that people are likely to download. So if Carissa had some sort of cheat sheet that was like 1 page, that's a quantitative. People, if I'm going, hey, I've got a free 1-hour webinar to people that don't know who I am, man, I got to watch 1 hour of this dude I've never seen. So we want quantity. It's top of the funnel, biggest part of the funnel. Yeah. Any questions on that? Does that help? Useful? Yeah. A lot of you guys aren't there. I know Carissa is there. Cool. We're almost ready to wrap it up. We're almost finished. Has this been useful? Have you guys enjoyed this? So again, I'm giving you the roadmap and the steps here. Once your ad campaigns are in place, then I would look at AI and bots. I wouldn't worry about AI and bots until you're probably 20,000 or close, 10 or 20,000. Or once your ads are set up. Again, if you follow this sequence, it's the fastest way to get book solid. Step 1, you do it yourself. Get your 10 appointments. Step 2, hire a setter. As soon as you can, get a setter. Get that nailed, you get your 10, 15 appointments. You've got 2 clients coming through every week now. Now you can set up your offers and your funnels. Do that as quickly as you can. Once you've got the setter coming through, a few more clients. Yeah. Okay, now we've got some traction and some momentum. That's all smooth. That's happening with or without me. All right, cool. Let's set up some ads. Get the ads working. It takes a month or so to collect the data and get the ads working. Normally takes 4, 6, sometimes 8 weeks to really get the ads working because they learn, right? And we use an AI system within the ads that we do. And we need to collect data. So the first month or so, you start on a low budget with ads and you're not paying for leads or even attention, you're paying for data. Once you have data, you can work out how to scale and what's working, what not, and you can apply accordingly. Loved it. Thank you. Yeah, almost done, not quite done. Step 5, right? We've got all that set up. Remember, this is steps. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, we've got the ads running. Now let's set up AI and bots. Now there's a lot of different options here. Okay, but what we're personally doing is this. I spent the better part of most of last year looking for the best appointment setting AI software or bot I could find. And this is the one I found that works best and even integrates with Go High Level. So there's a platform called closebot.ai. It can be integrated and automated into the entire Go High Level system. And when it is, you can set up automatic sequences. So you have an appointment setter. Your VA as an appointment setter, qualitatively, cannot be matched. Quantitatively, mainnet has to sleep at night. If I have an automatic appointment setup that's an AI system, the AI system doesn't need to sleep. I can get appointments while I sleep while mainnet's asleep. Does that make sense? On autopilot. I can use this with ads. I can use this to Go High Level. I can use this organically. I can use this through funnels. I can use this through my scheduling system. The VAs can even utilize this. And all we do is we set up the scripts. You embed the scripts as a workflow, integrate it into Go High Level. Happy days. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? And so there's 3 main AI platforms that integrate, appointment setting. Remember, this is an appointment setting bot. It's an appointment setting AI platform. That's what it's designed to do. How do you get appointments through AI on autopilot? 3 main platforms integrate Go High Level, and I found this is the most functional and the best one to use on autopilot. Imagine, guys, you have all this set up, what you're going to do. Like Carissa, you've got some refinements to do now, but everything I just went through is only going to take 1 or 2 months to set up. If you set all this up the way I've said, without spending too much money, you can all book at least 100, probably 200 appointments per month. Yeah. And now the cool thing It begins to happen. Oh, we've got too many leads and too many appointments. We need more setters. We need more closers. You want people, okay, and you want everything set up because there's ultimately, okay, who wants to build a seven-figure business? Business owners, who wants to be able to build 100K a month? The ultimate scaling model that I use in my seven-figure program is this. To build to seven figures, this is what you need. You need SOPs, standard operating procedures. First, number one, set up the SOPs, set up the DM script, set up the pre-qualifying process, set up the avatar. Now we hire a virtual team. Okay, we hire a virtual team to generate leads, to book appointments, to sell, to virtual team. You cannot do it. Virtual team, no, virtual team. Now we've got virtual team set up. We need a CRM platform. Best all-in-one platform right now, go hello. Now we've got that running. We need to add AI and ads. They should be swapped around. Should be ads first, then AI. Okay. This is the key to a seven-figure business. Moving through the recipe, step by step. Does that sound cool? Does that make sense how I brought it together? I feel like that flows quite well and it all makes sense. Yeah. Now, some of you mismatchers like me are probably thinking, oh, I can think of who can think of another way that you can book appointments that we've missed? Who can think of another way? There's actually one other way you can book appointments, and we're actually going to use it in the seven-figure program. Who can think of another way? There's one in particular I'm thinking of. I don't know if I just showed you. I scroll down a bit. No stone unturned. But what do most people do, Kat? I don't want to hire a setter, or I don't like DM, or I don't like phone, or people don't answer. You're going to project all your stuff. That's what's stopping you from getting appointments and growing your business. Get out of your own way. Be objective. Do you think Alex Hormozy is going, should I do a podcast or not? Should I be on TikTok or not? Should I write a book or not? No. How do I publish the book? How do I have a podcast? How do I get on every platform? How do I do ads? How do I get the most out of it? Now, it's overwhelming. That's why you got to start at step one and move through the steps as you build. But that's how you build. But you've got to be open to using all of the resources, right? Okay, I'll give you a hint. There is a really powerful way to book appointments. In fact, we're going to be focusing heavily on it, and that's with a mastermind. We're seeing platforms like School, Circle, Mighty Networks become very popular. And if you build, and the problem is like Facebook groups are hot, but they're getting harder. Relying on a Facebook group to get all your leads and appointments is challenging. We need to build a new list, and that's your own mastermind. I recommend that once you've got your one-on-one and your group coaching happening, and 10, 20, 30,000 a month, the key to going from 20 to 50,000 a month to 100,000 a month is going to be a mastermind. So in my seven-figure program, this is going to be a big focus. Your core offer is a group program. Your upsell is your one-on-one program. Once they're in place and you're pretty busy, revenue coming through, creating leverage, got team, you want to launch a mastermind. I think a lot of people are trying to do it too soon. They're struggling. But once you've got your core offer and your upsell, your one-on-one group in place, if you build a mastermind through School, Circle, or Mighty Networks, 500,000, 2,000, 5,000, you can put setters in place and AI in place within the mastermind platform to get appointments. You're going to notice I'm going to do this in a big way. Last year I set up a free mastermind called Surge, and I got really ill. So we didn't get to do it properly. We're relaunching it next month, and you're going to see me using masterminds in a big way. I'm going to be putting a lot of money into paid ads to drive people to the mastermind. We're even going to have paid version. We're going to have a six-figure and a seven-figure paid version. Masterminds down the track, something to think about. What I'm doing in this call is to set you up ready to take action now, depending on what step you're at, so you can get started. But I'm also casting a vision into your future so you have an understanding and clarity on what you need to do to move through the steps financially, building a team, appointment setting wise, and what to look forward to, because most of you are thinking too small. Yeah. And we overestimate what we can do in a year, but underestimate what we can do in 5 years. If it takes you 3, 4, 5 years to get all this out, set up, and you're making 100K months, the next 3, 4, 5 years is going to go by anyway, right? I know this is overwhelming. It's a lot to take in. I just want you to be clear on what is out there and what you can do. And who can see that if you follow this process and you follow this system, you're going to get more appointments. Okay. Now, one of the challenges, everything I just shared with you is, okay, well, Jace, this whole premise is built on building the quantity and quality of my 3 lists. How do I actually build my lists? How do I generate leads? Who wants to be able to get better at building a list and generating more leads? Would you guys like that? Who would like to have more people on your lists, more leads to speak to book in for appointments? Would you guys like that? No? Okay, cool. Well, great news. In 2 weeks' time exactly, I'm doing something I've never done. I'm doing a brand new training and a brand new event that I've never done ever in 15 years online. And I don't know if you've seen, I don't think I've set it up yet. I'm doing the ultimate lead generation workshop. It's only going to be about 2.5 hours. It's going to be shorter than this session. This is a big session, I know. So thank you for still being here. I'm doing the ultimate lead generation workshop where I'm going to show you guys how to generate at least 100 new leads per week. Now, when I'm saying leads, I'm talking about phone numbers. And what you're going to notice for those that attend this training, especially live, you're going to see how it ties into it with everything I share with you today to guarantee you have those people to speak to. Who would like an invite or more info for this training? Do you guys like that? Yep, awesome. Yeah. All right, let me grab the link. I'm just going to get this. Just a simple Zoom link. Okay. If you click on the Zoom link, I just sent through the Zoom chat, and you can register for that now. Once you've registered, post a screenshot or just share that in there. VAs and Angels. This is compulsory training for you, VAs and Angels. So VAs and Angels, that will be our next training. Okay, but you can check that out. The other thing is that first question I have for you guys is, what step are you at right now? Like, if it's just you, what's the next step for you? If you have an appointment setter, what's the next step for you? So based on what I just shared with you, step one, it's you. Step two, you hire an appointment setter. Step three, set up the funnels. Step four, the ads. What step is everyone at, and what's the next step you're going to take? If you remember the pillars, you're going to set up the DM scripts. Okay. You're going to hire an appointment setter. What's the next step for each of you starting Monday? Post that in the chat. Would love to hear. What's the biggest thing that you need to do right now? What's the one action you're going to take on Monday? What's you going to implement? What's the one thing I shared with you today that was your biggest takeaway? You feel like it's going to be the biggest thing that impacts your business? Follow up, hire a setter. Yep. DMs. Yep. Put that into your schedule. Starts in DMs. Start DMs. Yeah. We think, oh, I'm the business owner. I shouldn't send DMs. Well, if you don't, who does? My setter. Okay. Again, go back to the shovel digging. Digging with a shovel. If I have somebody else digging, are they going to do it better when I'm there or I'm not there? When we do it together, it'll be faster, more efficient. And you can have a competition with each other. You know how many times I've said to my setters or closers, if you book more or sell more than me, you get a bonus. Set a target. So Lisa, sit down with your VA, your appointment setter, and go, look, if you book more appointments than me this week, I'll give you $50. I love doing stuff like that. Make it a game, make it fun, make it interactive. And most of all, do it with them. Yeah. More leads, more calls. Especially for the growth producing activities as a business owner, if you're not generating the lead, if you're not booking the appointment, if you're not making the sales in the beginning, if it's just you, no one's going to do it for you. Yeah. And that's what you want. You want social media managers, you want appointment setters, and you want salespeople as quickly as possible because they're the things that are stopping you from growing your business. Curtis has posted his screenshot. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Okay. So here is the thing. Here's my biggest recommendation for each and every one of you. Every single one of you, whether you're hiring a VA or not, right now, whether you've just joined the business coaching program and you're getting a free VA, no matter who you are, where you are, the best thing that you can do right now to fast track and guarantee 10 appointments per week is additional to putting it into your schedule and committing to that, is to have an appointment setter 4 hours a day. You all want and need an appointment setter, just booking appointments 4 hours every day. If you do that, you're all going to get 10 appointments. You're all going to get 1 or 2 clients every week and make the money you talked about before. Earlier, when I asked you, what would it mean for you to get those 10 appointments and 2 clients each week, you all put a number in. Remember that number? I asked you, what would that mean for you and what would you do? Go to Mykonos or whatever it was. The only thing stopping you is a lack of quantity and quality of appointments. The best way to keep yourself accountable to doing something is to have someone else doing it with you or to do it with them. Does that make sense? So I'm going to make a special offer and a deal to you guys today. It's only available on this call. And I put these together specifically. And don't go anywhere yet because I've got one last slide. I just want to make sure everyone's happy, know what they're doing, and wrap this up properly. So don't go anywhere yet. I know some of you are still registering for the event. But I put together a special offer. Kathleen helped me put this together this week just for this session. So we put together a special offer that's only available in this session, only available live. If you watch a replay and get back to me, I'll see what I can do for you. But this is only available right now in this session, and they're not normal packages we normally offer. So for those of you that are really ready to ramp up and get your 10 appointments more per week, you're ready to step up. You recognize if nothing changes, nothing changes. You realize that you've got to make some changes. Okay. I have three options for you today. I know finances is tight for some of you, but again, if I lost everything, first thing I'll do is hire an appointment setter. So today, on this call only, each of you have three options. Whether you're hiring a VA through us or not, you're in the business coaching, no matter who you are, you have three options. Okay. This is additional or separate to what you're currently doing. Option one is you can hire an appointment setter for 20 hours a week. That's 4 hours a day. And in that, they can take care of most of what we just spoke about, the DMs, the phone calls, the EMs, the emails, and so forth. Okay. For 20 hours per week, okay, it's 220 Aussie dollars per week. Okay. This is a 10-week deal, or it's 2,000 upfront. You can pay for 20 hours a week, okay, and save a $200. So you get 10% off. Okay, that's option one. So if you're hiring a VA through us, but they're not, allocating a lot of time to appointment setting, get a second person. We can get you on an interview and you can hire an appointment setter. Option two is you're using Go High Level, but you're struggling with Go High Level, or you want to set Go High Level up. We can add Go High Level integration and set it all up for you. So we can set up your Go High Level account, set up your email, set up your phone and SMS, set up your social media pipeline, get it all set up and have your VA trained and ready using Go High Level for you or your appointment setter, and they can use Go High Level as a platform. Okay. That doesn't include the AI at that level, but you can have an appointment setter 20 hours per week and your Go High Level set up for your appointment setter to use. Okay. And that's 220 a week plus 497 for the Go High Level setup. Or you can pay up front, get it away for 10 weeks, just 2,497. Now that's Aussie. So if you're in the US, it's a lot less. Okay. And the third option is you also recognize the importance of the 5 funnels, and you can have us do the funnels as well. So you can have an appointment setter that you choose. You get to interview 4 candidates, and you can interview them and choose one of those 4 candidates. So you choose your own setup. We set up your Go High Level, email, phone, SMS, everything. Plus, we'll help you set up your 5 funnels and offers. So your appointment setter can use it with Go High Level and have the funnels to get you more leads and appointments than ever before. For that, these are all 10 weeks. It's 420 Aussie per week, plus the setup for the Go High Level. Or you can pay up front for 10 weeks, 4,497 upfront. This is only going to be available for the next 1 hour if you've watched live. Okay. This is only going to be available for the next 24 hours if you're watching a replay. And these packages are only a one-time deal for this specific event. So these are not packages we're normally going to do. So if you're ready to step up, but money's a bit tight, but you recognize you need an appointment setter, send me a DM on Facebook right now. Say, Jace, I'm in for option 1. I'd like to pay weekly. Money's a little bit tight. Or if you've got the money, I want to get out of the way and pay up front for 10 weeks. Okay. Now, if you do option 1, you're also going to get 3 live strategy calls with me personally. Okay, with appointment setting. And you're going to get access to the online portal and everything as well that I mentioned. If you're using Go High Level or wish to, send me a DM right now on Facebook. Jace, I'm keen to get the setup, but I want my Go High Level set up. We can get the ball rolling on that. It only takes us 14 days maximum to set up your Go High Level, everything. Okay, we aim for 7 days. If you're ready to go all out and play all out, okay, now if you're in the business coaching program, you're going to be setting up these 5 funnels anyway. You can choose option 3. Send me DM, Jason, I'm option 3. I want the setter, I want Go High Level, and I want the 5 funnels. We roll out 1 funnel every 10 days. So you can, within 5 weeks, have all your funnels. I'll give you access to the marketing campaigns and the planners and everything you need to launch the funnels. Okay. Send me a DM right now. I'm option 1, I'm option 2, I'm option 3. Makes no difference to me if you send me a Facebook message, DM me right now, option 1, option 2, option 3. But it makes all the difference in the world to you. If money's tight, I've just showed you the solution in fixing your money issues. What will fix your money issues is more appointments, guys. That's going to get you more clients. So if not this, then what? If not now, then when? Okay. If you really want to do this and you feel like you can't afford even option 1 at all, send me a message. I'll see what kind of deal we can do for you. We'll help you out in any way that we can. Okay. But DM me right now, option 1, option 2, option 3, and then let's move forward. If you move forward with one of these options, we will set you up to interview 4 of the candidates on Monday or Tuesday. You'll have an onboarding call. You'll get access to the portal. You'll have strategy calls with me next week. We can get the ball rolling and they can start within 7 days, the appointment setters. Within 7 days, your appointment setter's working that you choose, all trained, ready to go. Within 14 days, you go high level. And within 14 days, and then every week after, your funnels. Very quick. And you get the customer service team, and I overlook everything personally. Again, if nothing changes, nothing changes. So just send me a DM right now, option 1, option 2, option 3. Let's get the ball rolling and get you some appointments, all handpicked, trained by myself. Okay, so now we've done that. All right, at the very least, join my next event. Let's get you in the event and go from there. Again, if you are hiring a VA already through us, you want somebody doing just DMs or 4 hours DMs a day. So what now? Let's take a step back. Okay, first things first, it's Monday. Set your target. Target is 10, and make a decision to not go to bed until you book your 2 appointments. Okay, once you've got that in place, okay, and you're starting to book appointments yourself, hire a VA, hire a setter as soon as you can. Okay, once you've got a setter, you need the pre-qualifying system, the DM scripts set up as soon as possible. We also put the avatar in as well. Then move through this, optimize your Calendly, set that up, start doing your daily content, get the daily emails going, get your next event going. This is your checklist over the upcoming weeks and then months. Okay, this is what I'd start. And that's pretty much it. Okay, as the saying goes, the journey starts with the journey of 1,000 miles begins with 1 step. In order for things to change, you must change. And that comes down to your behavior. And so anyone could do something when you feel like it. What's going to happen this week is you're going to schedule a time and you're going to sit down and you're going to start to send your DMs or make the calls or send the email, and you're going to procrastinate, or a voice in your side of your head's going to try and talk you out of it. Now, you're going to link a reward to doing it, but who would agree? Having somebody doing it with you will keep you accountable. I have to send my video editor videos each day so he can edit them. It keeps me accountable. In the team meeting each day, we invite to the group and send friend requests. Keep me accountable. I have to give my team leads regularly. Keeps me accountable. Having team keep you accountable to do the things that aren't happening is the best way to grow your business. The best way. Okay. So that's the training in a nutshell. Hope everybody has got a lot from that. I'll upload the replay and everything into the group tomorrow. If you're watching a replay of this, or if you're watching live, if you have any questions, send me a DM. But anything you need in regards to help with setting, go high level, funnels, feel free to reach out to me. Happy to have a conversation with you personally. If you're not in the business coaching program, happy to jump on a call and have a chat to you, see if that could be an option for you as well, where I can personally work with you and help you with all this stuff. We're simply here to serve. All I know is that if you follow these steps, you're going to get book solid. You're going to get 1 or 2 clients every week. And I know in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year from now, you'll be in Mykonos on the quad bike. You'll be at Disney with your kids. You would have quit your job, all those cool things you want, but you've got to take action. And it comes down to creating the habit. And that behavior is determined best by keeping yourself accountable, by having people and team that you do it with, which is why I am such a huge fan of appointment setters, also salespeople and closers as well. Also, if you are interested in ads, stay tuned. We're going to launch an ad service and SEO service in a few weeks as well. Thank you so much to each and every one of your time. One last thing before you go, VAs and business owners. I would love to hear what was your biggest takeaway from today. What's the one thing like, yeah, that's what I'm going to do this week. That's the biggest thing. What's everyone's biggest takeaway? Thanks, Kevin. Chat to you soon, brother. Thank you. What's everyone's biggest takeaway today? Biggest aha moment? Stay consistent, 100%. Follow each step. Just follow the steps, Carissa. How many times have you felt overwhelmed working with me? But it's actually not possible if you just sit down and go, what's next? All right, well, what's next? I need the DM script. Let's set that up. That's done. What's next? I need the phone script. And my approach is very pragmatic. The problem is most of you are projecting, choosing what you like or don't like. It's not how business works. Business is not subjective as the business owner. It's objective. It's subjective as the prospect or the customer or the client, but not as a business owner. Yeah. I don't want to do it when it comes. Yeah, 100%. So anyway, go hire an appointment setter and let's get cracking. Hey, Jules, have an amazing weekend. Love and appreciate you. Paalam ingat. Okay. I'll post everything in the group tomorrow. Have a great week. I'll see everybody in 2 weeks for the lead generation training. Brand new training. It's going to be awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.